live again.
Oh my.
There it goes. Now it's starting. Now it's starting. I don't know what was the problem there. What's going on, Workforce? Brian here. Hanging out with Julie, who's playing a little Call of Duty tonight. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Let's see here. Boom shakalaka. I'm going to go ahead and close this down. And let's get to work. To game, to work. Let me reopen this little app. Because my little stream deck is not working. What's going on in our fantasy life? Shadowbringers. Yeah, early access has been really good. It's been really good so far.
When does it go totally live?
On Tuesday, the 2nd. On the 2nd. Yeah, and I'm back. We've been we went for my dad's birthday. Hung out with the family. Went to lunch. It's been a really nice day. Really nice day. Hanging out with Julie here. Let's see, we got our buffs on. See, is healer still the thing? Healer is still the thing.
We're getting slaughtered.
Y'all getting slaughtered?
Yeah, it's not going well, and I am not contributing very much, unfortunately. What gun does this guy have?
Oh, thanks, Alex. Alex says happy birthday to my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
We're still investigating why our join button is no longer there. So it's been an interesting weekend. It's like, okay, YouTube. Oh, never mind. Let's see here.
Check this out.
Yeah. Angels Week. We are like, I think when I last looked, 11 away from 40,000 subs. So maybe we're going to hit it today. Maybe today is the day we cross over 40K. Let's see here. There we go. It's weird that I can't, like, so one of the changes that I don't actually like to Scholar is that I can't use Aether Flow outside of battle. So it's like, I need to get into combat so that I can charge my stacks. And it's just, no. Boom. Yeah, stay there. I also wish they kind of buffed that skill a little bit, because it used to have the ability to proc a free sucker, and it's like it doesn't do that anymore. So it's like, oh, rip. What's up, Ma? I shall play and watch. Alex says my queue time as a white mage is phenomenal. Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's great.
I think we've seen a lot of like healers kind of just like, nah, I'm good. So it's kind of, they made tanking way more, accessible, and then healing they really pushed into the healer mindset.
Which was the expansion that had such bad server?
That was Stormblood.
Stormblood?
Yeah, well, we had so much congestion.
Have y'all had any issues with that?
Minor.
This time?
Minor issue.
Okay.
Like, it was like, at most I've seen
that was terrible that time.
I didn't play today, so I can't see, if anything happened today. Like,
yeah.
I am unaware.
Usually it's probably first day. Good, so they were prepared.
Yeah, I'm going to toss you guys
They know
a
how
little
many
extra
people are
details.
early access.
Yeah, but it was that we were getting DDoSed, and then we ourselves started
That's
DDoSing
right.
the game. So I think the data center merge helped, but they also then added like a kind of a queuing system for those type quests. So it ended up being like, that's what I was like, all that people need is a ticket. Like, oh, you're 50th in line. Cool. All right, I'll go run fates until that quest is ready.
Right.
It's like,
right, but the fact that I have to hang out in this spot for 30 minutes trying to get into
Right.
Yeah, that's rough.
Whispering Dawn. So Moss says I'm on a low population server with no congestion at all. Oh yeah, winning. Yeah, let's just go and do this. I like the Scholar Art of War move, because it's their new AOE ability, and it's like instacast, and I just feel really awesome using it. So very pleased with that as a skill. So once things are manageable, I feel like I'm able to put out damage, but it's like, for the most part, I can debuff. Remove that. There we go. Yeah. Hey, Sparta. Gotta figure out why those things keep popping up. There are no low pop servers in the NA. They are all locked out right now. I mean, I guess it depends on now, like how do you define low pop? Because it's like, you know, like, oh, you don't have a queue of 1,000? Cool, low pop. Oh. Dropping the legs. Oh, easy breezy. Spam my one button over and over again. So, Fantasy Life said that they deleted their alt before checking their poor Kote as lost in the 8th. Oh no.
Aww.
I can, and then Moss says, I can't get the hang of Scholar. I'm on an Elemental JP server, Gungar. Oh yeah, I just got waylisted that. Just pop that out, pop a little of this. Pop some of this action.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, boys! Is Red Mage good? I haven't, Red Mage is a walking nuke right now. That's awesome. There you go. There we go. We got this. We got this in lockdown. So I'm on. I just got the second story achievement unlocked, and then I haven't played it all today, Sparta. So I'm working on. I was like, I just want to make sure I hit my roulettes to get any and all extra XP that I can make sure I can take advantage of. Oh, I don't have Bane. Misty Bane, Rip Bane. Yeah, they pretty much separated Summoner and Scholar without separating Summoner and Scholar. Yeah, so like with a big pool, it's like there's not really going to be the opportunity for me to put out damage. So what's the highest kill to death ratio that you've seen in your game, babe?
For me?
Yeah.
I did 30 and 9
Okay.
the other day. That's
awesome.
Yeah, that's way better than I normally do. It's very hit or miss. I'm using the wrong weapon for this map, but I don't think I have another class set up, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck with it till this is over. They just introduced...
Yeah, I heard people aren't too satisfied with how Astrologian is, fantasy. So then the question I would have is that, and so is White Mage bonkers? Like, do you really like it, or like, what are your thoughts?
Somebody's crying. I'll be right back. Somebody's crying.
Roger that. Lots of shields going out. So Sparta says, yeah, I am only healed in one dungeon. Healer helping Chris, and he got in. Oh, was he locked out of the story? Yeah, I ended up being further in experience than him. Like, he was further in the story, and I haven't been doing like all my side quests and doing all my trying to do my roulettes. I'll adjust that later. Pop that out. Pop that out. Boom. Hey, Carlos. You're lagging all day long. Have you checked out the exit lag app, Carlos? Because, like, even when, like, the surf people were getting kicked, like, I wasn't getting kicked at all the other day. And, yeah, I was experiencing some lag. Well, I mean, it's pretty fun. Oh, seduce. Oh, seduce. Turn into an old hag. I would think that because I'm old, I'd be more, like, I would be seduced easily. Like, look at this young thing, totally into me. Oh, what a good day. What a good day. It's gonna be real back into 14. Got so much experience to get. So much. Ah. Seduce. Seduce, seduce. Oh, you're locked out at 1/3 of a level? Yeah, time to roulette. Boom. Arg, I was so close. Oh, excuse me. Right? So right, Alex. And so pop this, pop that, pop that, pop that. Okay, pop this, pop this. Do a little some of this action. While that does that, I'll do this. Yeah. What's going on, Leland? Good evening. Hopefully you're having a fun time. Oh, that's awesome, Sparta. I think they get to the point where, like, I'm old, like, whatever. I'm just not going to care. It's like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for ruining it for everybody. Reduce that damage taken, baby. What's the fastest paced range DPS? I haven't played around with him yet. You just finished the second dungeon? Oh, Leland, that second dungeon is good. And then the trial. I finished the trial. And dadgum, that was fantastic. Yeah, with the freaking gap closer. Oh, thank you, Dancer. Yeah, I'm feeling real positive about this expansion. Really positive. I'm just really enjoying myself. I'm also trying not to get so like, oh, I gotta finish, I gotta get to cap. And it's like, oh man, I'll get there. I'll get there. What's up, Chris?
What is going on?
Not much, man. Julie like heard some tears, so she went to check it out. But I'm doing a level roulette right now. I'm actually really digging the scholar changes. I think there's one thing only one change I'd make for scholar. If Yoshi P called me up and he's like, Brian, how'd we do? I'd be like, you gotta let me have Aether Flow back whenever I'm not in battle. Because like I have to go like throw like a punch just to use Aether Flow. And it's like, it's so annoying, especially like when doing the trial and all that. It's like, all right, I would use it, but oh well. Dude, what number? How many are we away? How many subs? Like last I counted, we were at 11, and I think we got like 3 or 4.
It's pretty close.
It's like it'd be amazing.
We were hoping to make it. We were hoping to make it in July. ICS is 8 away.
8 away, guys. Call your friends. Call your family. Like say sub to work the game. It's a whole new meme. Let's see how to do that. Carlos says 7. And Sparta says he sees it as 5. So I don't know. Man, YouTube's weird. It's a weird YouTube's a weird thing. Everybody sees what number they want to see.
Hey.
Hey, babe, welcome back. Chris joined us.
Thank you. Oh, hey, Chris.
Hello.
I'm enjoying when I get teamed up with the dancer. Like, it's really nice.
Are you being selected as the dance partner?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dance partner? Yeah.
Well, I'm not actually, but
How
the
is Dancer different to this from 11?
I would say it's really more focused in on, obviously like it's focused on damage, but it has this I don't know, like obviously it's faster. What happened?
Oh, I went to dinner and all that stuff I bought with my... So I accidentally lost 500 of 500 gemstones, and so I bought it, and all of it sold.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
Nice to come back to.
God.
How much
did you make?
Well, I only listed $500,000 worth, but I made $500,000 in an hour. So
well, there you go.
Shoot.
That
Well
pushed
done.
me. That pushed me well over 13. Cool story.
Dude, congrats on that.
Nice to see.
Yeah. Make that money.
Make that money. So how's Dancer different than 11? Sorry.
I think it's much faster. I mean, again, like, I played it out at the Fan Fest. I mean, the media tour. So, like, I'm level what? Like,
Did y'all do your draft
20?
yet?
Yeah, we did. So
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
has Dancer.
Who got what? Okay.
So Chris got the 2
I
new
got the 2 new jobs. And I got
Okay.
2 of the healers.
Which is
We
Dancer
both got 2
and
tanks.
Blue Mage?
Dancer
Is it
and
Blue Mage?
Gunbreaker are the new ones.
Gunbreaker.
I also did get Blue
Oh.
Mage.
I'm terrible. So where do you have to start the new jobs at? What level?
60.
They start at 60.
60. Okay, that's legit.
Yeah.
There we go. Limit break.
So there's plenty
not
already
bad.
running around that are higher level than us.
Yeah.
Oh, exercising the right. Another 1 million. Yo. Thanks, guys. Good run. Chris, you in game? You want to run a roulette or anything?
I ran one of my roulettes earlier, but sure. What did I run?
Oh, thanks, Fantasy Life. I just did a leveling, so like if I was gonna look at like trying to like tick these boxes, the 50, 60, 70, and the trial, would be what I would be interested in doing.
Roulettes are so nice. That's a
Which
quality
roulette
of
did
life
we
thing
run,
that
Sparta?
doesn't always exist.
Sparta was in charge.
I'm gonna put us in for a trial because that should be pretty quick, especially because I'm the adventurer in need, and you're a tank, so.
Sparta says we ran leveling.
Cool. This would be the trial then. Yep. Brilliant.
Alright. I was just gonna
Really
fade
hard
it up,
curse.
so.
Bum, 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 bum.
Claire went this weekend and bought me a bunch of like little plastic bins, and we organized a bunch of stuff in my room. So it's been a productive weekend, even off the game.
Nice.
Nice.
This is the.
That's what
this
we
is
need
the,
to do is take like 1 room
Gilgamesh
at a
trial.
time.
This is a part of. There's a
stuff on
blue
the
mage
walls.
skill here, I think.
Oh, can
don't
I
know if
switch? Are they tanking? I don't care.
Nobody's
And
in
the
tank
increase.
stance.
They want a tank. Yes,
Maybe
they are.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it's.
Gunbreaker's in tank stance. It's that orange one.
Well, why don't you, after he gets the lead,
tour.
after he gets the lead, why don't you just put it on?
Because I'll rip.
How? Like you'll rip it off of him?
Like good. I don't mind.
I'm just saying because
tanking with Gunbreaker. If you want to tank with Gunbreaker, do it.
I'm just saying, like, if you can't rip hate, then putting on your defensive stance
I'm a frog.
just increases your defense. Since it doesn't lower your HP, it just reduces the need for me to heal you.
Significantly increases immunity generation does not say anything about upping my defense.
It should up your defense.
I admit it.
If it doesn't have your defense, then never mind.
It's just enmity, man. My understanding is it is literally just you do you.
Provoke.
Not. Ha!
I lied.
Have at thee.
I mean, could be.
What's up, DVD?
We can test that sometime when I have my attribute data.
This is far from the
I do
Yeah,
not.
this is
It has been a
frustrating.
long time since
Goodness
I've
gracious.
done it. I do not remember this.
Just remembered something.
I mean, obviously I've done it, or I wouldn't be in my roulette, right?
Right. That or you just
But I don't
unlocked it and
remember.
you haven't run it. So, like, that when, like, you might not
Well,
have
then I'd get an
technically run
achievement
it.
at the end.
We'll find out. Has Chris cleared this content before? Stay tuned on the next.
It feels new either way.
What's up, you, Cheryl?
I am running it blind,
Basically.
whether or not this character has ever cleared it. There's plenty of people that were 80 on Dancer and Gunbreaker. I mean, skipping story helps,
Yeah.
since you know
Oh,
there's
yeah.
95 hours of movie.
It does
I mean, during
sound
the story,
like...
they only have you kill like 2 angels, 3 coyotes, and I think that's it. Maybe a couple of humanoids, and then you're level 8. I only kill one or 2 mobs per level, and then run a dungeon.
Yeah.
It does sound like they've put enough like story in for the buck. Like if you guys have played as much as you played, and I know you haven't played straight,
Right.
and you're still
Played a lot.
not leveled, like that's pretty. Well, I just mean I know like that sounds like you're getting at least a good deal for the money, content wise.
Yeah.
Because you could speed run stuff, but you're not gonna get the story.
Rocket punch!
What's turning me into a frog?
Uh,
Something I'm doing?
no. I think
Okay.
he's just gonna pick
So the
frogs.
chickens?
Well, the chickens are gonna chase
Yeah.
you.
Chickens
I love that
frogs.
one. I love that one.
It's such a good one.
I
Is that a
actually
true
only
thing?
buy. I actually only buy eggs from frog-fed chickens.
Does that like
Oh, I got turned.
free range
got it.
grass
yeah.
fed
Frog-fed.
frog fed chickens? I only eat frog fed chickens. Man, oh, these
It's
sometimes
really hard to
profit.
source them. Are you doing
Steven-
guides for the new jobs?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
That's why we did the draft, so that we could split the jobs up half and
Just
half.
so they actually we get them out to you sooner, rather than like, oh,
Yeah.
Brian, when's Dragoon
good.
coming? Like, well, eventually.
Right before the next patch. Right before the next.
Like, it just
Next,
depends. Like, I got a baby. I got
expansion.
another baby coming.
Because the
in
guides are
November.
accurate for 2 years minus every day it takes until we make them.
Right. It's like getting a new haircut. It's really good for that day. It's terrible till you get a new haircut.
Right, exactly.
But these are basically guaranteed to expire June of
I won't
2021.
Right.
Rocket punch!
Rocket
I am
punch.
always a frog.
I think I keep getting minied, so.
I love
I've been a
Gilgamesh.
frog
That's a fun fight.
so much. I think I've done this before, but the fact that immediately
The-
once I was a frog, I was like, oh yeah, these chickens are going to try to eat me.
It was just
that's
like
not
a
based
natural
on, like, real
selection
life.
kind of thing.
I don't remember learning in real life in preschool, they're like,
The
cow
frogs,
says move,
chickens.
and the chicken,
Nat-
and the chicken
nature-
says, where's my
nature's
frog?
Enemies.
Where's my frog?
Nature's
um,
enemies.
So I mean, that's an awesome offer, Sparta. But like even Julie kind of did that with Bard. But I think a part of what makes it the guide is that like I can sit down and actively like be on it. So it's like, all right, I need your account for 2 weeks while I master Black Mage, and it's like because if it's just a layout, then I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Like a controller guide.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna teleport to Crystarium because I like.
But we may be asking people about the jobs as we kind of get to know them more. Speed that along.
People who are experts.
Oh, that pushed me to 75.
Yo.
Somebody who
Great
made
success.
something.
There was much rejoicing.
Let's see here. Is there
Yeah,
another
Brian
dude?
took way too long to get barred.
I did.
I don't think I ever watched it either.
So then I'm gonna drop.
Sorry,
drop
dude.
group
Okay.
and get back to story.
I'm gonna do 50-60 roulette for the XP, baby.
1714. Okay, I want to try a new gun. What should I try?
Chris will be the master.
A new gun?
Yeah, and she's playing.
Yeah, I want
Uh,
something that's
try
gonna be
the
better
Vapor.
at close range. Okay. That may not be okay.
I just find it
This is a good one. I'm just
exceedingly
getting
accurate.
frustrated. Okay.
Exceedingly accurate.
Boom, boom, boom.
I need to play around with my layout because I think I don't understand how the cards work, and I think I am using too many slots.
So you only do the cards to increase the number
good
of a
point,
slot.
Sparta.
So if you want like another of a certain perk, or you want like more
But
attachments
it takes up
than
a slot
the base
to use
attachment,
the card.
correct. So yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like having one blue perk costs you 1 skill slot out of your 10. Having 2
Okay.
blue perks costs you 3 because you have to pay for the second slot.
Okay, I'm gonna mess around with my. Oh, yeah, I've been playing the VK.
Oh, she's playing Call of Duty. I like the Vapor a lot.
Let me try
I
that.
find it easy to use. It's just really accurate at a lot of ranges.
That's kind of what I need.
It's kind of what you want
I
in
was
a gun.
pretty good at switching.
It hits
back
what I
and
point
forth.
at.
Right.
I'm
I had
getting
a lot
a
unlocked for the
huge
Vapor.
chunk of
I guess I
lag.
played that.
Yeah, I've heard that. People having some lag.
Whoa! I have never had this. The whole expansion, this has not been an issue. Let me see if it's just like my capture card by chance.
Oh, like lagging the game or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my capture card. What's going on?
Yeah, like I hit like go live, and once again we weren't live, and I was like, so I was telling Julie, I was like, all right.
I'm getting like 15 frames a second, maybe.
Wow.
TV makes it look fine. I turned on the TV and it's good.
What you want?
Okay. Oh, and the last one of my stacks sold for 300,000.
Holy crap!
Another one of
Man. What are
What's the?
people
I wonder
using
what the
it
high quality's going for. I gotta get on that actually.
the same price. The
Really?
same
Price. Okay.
What are
Because
people using
people
them for?
suck. Do not buy the high quality. I did tell you not to use the high quality. And you're like, but the high quality's gonna be better. I'm like, what? What does that have to do with anything, Brian?
So my Moss is why not
Better
Battlefield
doesn't
5?
matter.
I've actually
what
never
people
played.
pay.
I've never played a Battlefield game, Ma. Never have I ever.
It's just preference. We've just always played Call of Duty games and Halo games.
I'm thrilled about the
And
next Halo.
Brian
I'm
was
really
always-
excited to see about.
And Brian just was willing to play whatever we were.
Yeah. Shadowbringers season, baby! What's up, C or Sass? I read that as C Banks first, and I was like, alright. Oh, it's Sass Banks. Nice. That's better. What's up, Whippy? Alright, Sparta, can we get a count? I'm not getting any notifications, so I don't know if we've gotten a single sub or not.
You're not getting any notifications?
Well, I don't know if anybody's subbed or not.
Or
so
we just happen to not be getting follows?
Well, it would be weird. Like, it just
What's the
feels-
best way to gear an alt job for a low amount of guild? Just buy vendor gear only as often as you have to and run dungeons. And only buy vendor gear to fill out the slots the dungeons don't fill. That's the low budget way to gear. You won't ever be optimal, but you'll be good enough that people won't freak out. Because the vendor gear will keep you decently close. Just keep it within like 5 or 10 levels. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to slot materia. It's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, that's not optimal.
As you level,
You'll
would.
be fine.
Yeah, as you level, I would not bother with
You'll be fine.
materia. Whatever. Oh, okay. No big deal.
Would I rather look at an Elizin or an Alra? I'm a Makote.
I would rather look at the freaking Roths, baby. These guys are beautiful. So effing amazingly beautiful.
Looks like we lost one. That does happen, Sparta.
It does happen.
Let's see. Mine shows 8. Yeah, it looks like we lost one.
Okay. No big deal. We'll get there. I just would be like, it just feels weird. It's just exciting.
It's a great way to start July.
Yeah.
So if it's
That's
not
very
today,
cool,
that's,
yeah.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
It's definitely tomorrow. It's not today. Alright, I'm gonna shift my... I might have to shift my setup so I'm playing on the TV.
Okay.
Which is fine. It'd be enjoyable to play on the TV since I'm not streaming.
Yeah, kick back, relax.
The only thing that ties me to my computer is I've been streaming. And
What's
Oh,
up, man?
crap.
I bought a pack of Oreos to eat here. These new
Whoa.
Oreo thins that are latte cream. They are
That sounds really
obnoxiously
good.
They are
That sounds really good.
obnoxiously good. And we split the first pack. I ate my whole side of the sleeve. Like it's 2 rows. I ate my whole row.
Yeah?
Maybe 18 hours. It was like, oh my god. And then we went back to buy them just now, and they were $4 a box, or 3 boxes for $10. So we
Okay.
each got our
Now
own
they-
box
now
of
they've
latte,
got
one
you
box
hooked.
of mints.
Alyssa,
It's like, oh,
Now,
you're
now
cool.
they've got you hooked.
Welcome to the workforce.
yeah. I have tried the s'mores. I have tried every type of Oreo they've
I
made.
didn't know
that
they had
didn't tell me it would
flavors.
just be disgusting. Oh my god, they're like almost up to half an aisle now.
I can't keep them in the house because I could eat.
Oh,
I
man.
could eat Oreos.
Oh,
like a whole
man.
thing of Oreos.
Easily.
Oreo, if
Just
you're
like
listening,
I do not. I don't keep them in the house.
keep pistachio off that flavor aisle, and I will eat any of these on stream and put an
Pistachio.
Oreo banner behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. Please pay me to eat Oreos.
It's like Oreo calls and they're like, Chris, we want you to make a guide on Warrior for Final Fantasy XIV while eating Oreos. You'd be like, I've already made the video, and
I've already been doing that,
Yeah. It's
but I'd
like-
be happy to do another.
Let's talk about increased accuracy. We're gonna do a little experiment here.
Speaking of your technical step on your dancer, there are technically 17 types of Oreos currently on the market.
17?
I don't know. I was just making
Okay.
that up.
It's got nothing on Kit
Don't
Kats.
back check me. It's probably at least that. It's a whole aisle. There's like 3 or 4 different layers of stuffing now. There's different cookie thicknesses.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not up to
I'm
date
eating the
on my
thins
cookie
right
game.
now.
Okay, so the peanut butter ones, the peanut butter Oreos, are super good.
Gross.
I love me some peanut butter chocolate.
Gross.
No, oh, it's so good.
How
They
to
have
be
American-
Oreo
disgusting.
inclusive. We believe Oreos should be allowed to live their life in their way. I don't necessarily understand the pistachio thin lifestyle, but I
Is it
respect
good? Are the
But I res-
pistachios? Or were you those ones?
But
you
I
said were
respect
gross?
I don't like
it,
pistachios.
dadgummit.
I respect
But I
their right. How do you
respect
not
it.
like pistachios? What is wrong with you guys and
I like regular Oreos in peanut butter. Like actual
peanuts,
peanut butter.
pistachios?
Like a big tub of Jif.
Peanut butter.
Oh, that
peanut
I've
butter
never
is
done.
disgusting. It is the worst.
Oreos are great in milk.
Yeah, that's. I think
Brian
that's
and I
universal
have this
truth.
argument. We've been having this argument about chocolate-covered graham crackers
Yeah.
because they're
What a
disgusting.
weird phrase, Justola. When you have recovered from your exertions. I just did a mini quest where I felt like the guy was hitting on me, and then I show up and Justola's like, when you finished from your exertions.
Oh, that's so
I don't know what a
funny.
Tim Tam is. The mint ones are
Tim
delicious.
Tams, I've seen them before. I've never
Spumoni
had one.
ice cream? Is that a thing? Have you had peanut butter Tim Tams? I don't know what a Tim Tam is.
Are those Australian? I think they're Australian.
You call that a cookie?
They sell them at the
Now that's
grocery
a
store.
cookie.
Like, you have one. I've never had
I
one.
see you played cookie pistachio before. Can't even say it. Pistachio? Pistachio?
Pistachio?
Yeah, it's like, you know, I have a really great idea, Chris.
I loved them when I was
I
a
have a
kid.
speech impediment, so how about we start a YouTube channel where I literally try to say words correctly, and then people...
You do not have a speech impediment.
I have a disability. Man,
you have
it's
a very
so funny.
difficult time
I struggle with words.
pronouncing and reading
The
things.
Butcher of Words is my official title.
Brian had to speak at his grandfather's funeral.
Oh, it was horrible.
Like, it was like he had to do a reading.
Oh, God.
And he was so in his head about it, understandably, that he, like, practiced it a whole bunch. And, like, he was so in his head about it. He laughs when he's nervous. He started laughing during the reading. You did fine. Like, you hit it well, but I could tell what's going on.
There's a
like,
word
oh
that I was
God.
struggling with so much. And it's funny because these are words that
And
people
you
are
said
like,
it fine.
why does Brian say this wrong? It's like, I'm not actively trying to mispronounce it. Like, it's just like, the
You
word,
just
like, for,
carried it.
Have a
Just
seat
left
at the
it.
table. Let's eat some dinner. It's like, that's not a
Tell
thing.
people it's a regional.
somebody called me out on it, and I said, well, potato, tomato.
That's a good one. Just tell people it's like an artistic choice.
I interpret things the way I interpret.
I choose. No, my favorite you ever did was, who was it? It was so long before there was voice acting
Ugh.
that we.
It was
we didn't
it was
realize-
Erlinger.
Erlinger.
Erlinger, yeah.
He's my favorite.
Erlinger is
There's
definitely.
not a T in there.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Erlinger.
He
Like,
talks so much.
Urianger.
Oriange, yeah.
He talks so much, and he just goes on and on,
Pushing the
and he
wrong
uses
button.
words that he
Got it.
doesn't need to use. And then Tancred will walk in the room and be like, "So we ready?" It's like, "Yes." Can we go now?
Gosh.
There was a cutscene
Those
earlier
wordy
where
ones.
Uriange's like, "I'm gonna stay back," and I was like, "Good. You were gonna monologue where we're at." God.
Well, Nintendo has kept their position as the worst tutorial in, like, they give the worst tutorials in video games.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we need them. I think that's why the kids are so soft today. But I like.
we
you
blame
have to, like,
Nintendo.
figure
We
stuff
blame
out.
Nintendo. I was like, yeah, my wife.
Now there's
Like,
a
yeah,
fairy.
kids
Now there's a
today.
fairy that, like, walks you
YouTube
through.
has created anger. Nintendo made kids soft.
Well, Maddie wanted to play
The world was perfect.
The world was
Mario Maker.
we had it on lockdown, and then
We were
Nintendo and
living in
YouTube.
Eden all through the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and early 80s. There wasn't a single world conflict during that time period.
Have
And
you seen
then
the Game
Nintendo.
Theory post, Chris? Talking about how
The
like,
game theory post?
the Game Theory talking about like how YouTube
I
and
need you to be a little more specific.
he posted recently how like with the YouTube algorithm and how like why we see like Minecraft so much, and it's because of the adpocalypse and stuff. It was really fascinating. I was like, but it was kind of like where my joke
Well,
theory
he was
was saying that
saying
Logan Paul made. I was always joking that Logan Paul made Fortnite famous because you go look at the data, and I was like, well, here's Logan Paul doing something stupid, and then they blame gamers for some reason, and then Fortnite's huge. And it was the same thing, and so his video kind of confirmed that. I was like, that was fascinating. I felt bad for the guy who's posted 500
Fortnite,
videos
Roblox.
and Minecraft.
It was Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft. Those are the three
Yeah.
big games. But he was talking about how it's going to affect the industry and what they create because they're losing all of their free advertising.
Well, like
when
they said, like
YouTube-
Mortal Kombat like suffered really bad because it's like okay, and then people aren't going to post on it. I thought it was
Well, you
just
can't.
fascinating.
I mean,
right?
it gets suppressed. Even if you're willing to do it for no money, which is great, you just love the game.
Mm-hmm.
It gets suppressed and nobody sees it. Yeah, it's rough. No, I was playing Mario Maker with Maddie, and we were trying to figure out how to build. And I went to go look at the tutorials. I was infuriated. It started out with these two people talking, like the first one, about what a level is.
Yeah.
It was like, so you want to do a course. Where I'm from, that's called a level. And I was like, what are you? I know what a level is. Like, who do you think is buying this game?
Yeah, welcome. Like I was telling Julia, I was like, it feels like it's a tutorial written for somebody who knows nothing about video games. Like it literally is like, congrats on your first purchase of a video game ever. Now.
What's that Brendan Fraser movie where the guy comes back, or he's in the, I don't know, time capsule or whatever?
Oh yeah, like
And he
Yeah,
does
and he sells. I can't believe it's not butter.
I don't know about that. I don't remember that part.
No, but like there was like a bomb scare, so they went under and they thought the world was blowing up.
Yeah.
He came
And that's
out.
what I feel like
okay.
that's who
Different
this is
movie.
made
Different
for.
movie.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know the butter reference,
like, I
but
don't
maybe
think so.
it wasn't my.
He's
I haven't.
in,
I only saw the movie
he's
once.
in a bomb shelter.
Maybe.
he did a bomb shelter from like the 60s to like the 90s or something. But that is like who this is for. It's like there's this thing on enemies, and I think it's going to tell me what button I have to push to place enemies, and it's like, these guys don't like Mario. I'm like, yeah, who is this for? Who's buying this? It's so confusing.
Maddie has become a pro at making levels. She is
just
making
started
some of the
figuring it out.
hardest levels I've ever seen, and I've actually been able to beat a few of them, and it was just nuts. So we're gonna have to do some kind of like,
She just puts
I'm gonna have to like show off some of
stuff
Maddie's
everywhere.
levels. It's like literally like, oh, I couldn't even explain it. There were like all these different.
There's no
moving
design
pieces.
to them. They're just.
It doesn't have to be, but it was. I actually beat one, and I was really proud of myself because that was the hardest Mario level I ever played. I was like, because you mess up like even an inch, you're dead. It was very technical, and Maddie really enjoyed it. So I was like, awesome.
Julius, welcome to the workforce.
Oh yes.
That's so. Dude, Thancred is such a. Oh, what an awesome.
Yeah, Thancred, his character. It's interesting to see his character because he's been here for a while. You know?
5 years.
Yeah. Well, and his relationship with Minfilia. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to explore and dive more into the lore. Boom, boom, boom. 3 more.
Yeah, I'm a story
Sparta's got the
skipper,
countdown.
so. Oh, sweet.
Well, Chris normally is. He's playing through the story. Like, Chris, what's your read on it so far? Because you seem to be enjoying the story.
Listening to a cutscene right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do your thing.
It's good. When in doubt, you're listening to a cutscene for 2/3 of the 40 hours.
Man. I don't think I can handle that.
It's an obscene amount of cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's obscene. I'm still not skipping.
Sometimes it gets frustrating to me because I have a limited time to play.
I waited 2 years for us to get into an expansion I could be even more excited about. Like, I've liked Stormblood, but like I wanted
Yeah.
something that I could be truly passionate about. And so to go into the first 3 hours and literally only kill one mob was really frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly frustrating. I got a whole new battle
Yeah.
system, and I have an axe, and in 3 hours I'd killed one thing.
The other part is I could never tell what was skippable and what was not. So like main story versus like a weird side quest that I don't need the story for. It was hard to like.
They've done a
for me
better
to-
job marketing that now.
That's good. That's good because that helps you just
Because I'm not even clear
decide
on the side
what
crap.
you want to.
And when I do, I'll probably skip all that. I don't need deeper lore than what they're willing to feed me in the mainstream.
Right, main story. Yeah, agreed. I just need to go watch a lore video.
Okay. Yeah, I'm having a blast. But I will say, if they could find a format through which they could tell this good of a story and keep me feeling like I actually have a reason to like have my hands on the keyboard,
Yeah.
I would be all for trying that out.
There's something good about
Tiger, welcome to the
immersion.
workforce.
Tiger.
I do like cutscenes. It just feels like I'm
Immersion when
not
I can do
like
it.
I like cutscenes as a way of earning them. So like I finish a boss fight, then there's an epic cutscene. This is like cutscenes because I ran to the other side of like a clearing.
Right.
So it's a beautiful movie, but like just go
It
ahead
can
and
break
post the
your
thing to
immersion.
Netflix a week before the
Right.
content comes out. Like the first 2 levels of this, they could have put into a short film, released it on the 27th. I would have watched it once by myself, at least once on stream, like no problem.
Yeah.
And then when we got in, I could have been like, oh, and this is where that thing happened. And I'm
That's a
hailing myself
legitimately
here.
interesting concept because if they were to do something like that, you also might snag some people who wouldn't have played or like wouldn't have gotten the game because you're giving them like
Yeah, like
good...
seeing the movie after you've read the book.
Right.
Like just and vice versa.
It's like, oh, that is really good. I really
Both
am
forms of those
interested.
media do sell the other form.
Yeah, for sure.
Dancer can't raise, can they?
No. No, if Dancer could raise, then I'm sure people would be, like, expecting all new jobs to raise.
Yeah, that's true. The Darth says
I think it'd
that...
be more likely that they, in my mind, it'd be more likely that they add a raise to the other caster, to Black Mage. Just to make the magical caster, to make that a role-wide ability. Whether or not
should they
just
take
from a
away
mechanic standpoint.
their damage output or scale it down to kind of balance it?
Because they have utility?
Yeah.
No, you just restrict the number of battle reses per combat, or you make it a heavier penalty. I mean, you engage with things like weakness, or like in Savage or whatever, make it to where weakness means you die in one hit, so you can't get weakness effectively.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Like in WoW, there's a ton of things that can battle res you, but there's a restriction on the number of battle reses you can have per encounter.
See, I'd always just be fine.
And there are
I'd
classes
just
that
be
have
fine
res
if they
that,
had.
there are reses that take place outside of combat too. There are res abilities you cannot use when you're combat flagged. So battle res is a different term altogether.
Guys, I think you're 2 away.
Are we 2 away?
That's amazing. Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
That's really
Congrats.
cool.
For 3,000 years, I waited for this moment. I don't think you have.
Grab some popcorn, sit down. Oh, crap.
You did a great job with the VR models. They're stunning. It makes like
yeah.
Orion J look really goofy.
I mean, just even the Hrothgar
That's funny.
looks so amazing. So detailed.
Is that the lion?
Yes.
The way their hands move and their eyebrows move, like, it's just really engaging when they
Right.
talk.
Well, and it just makes me wonder, like, what the
characters?
future of this game holds. Because it's like, it's just so amazing, and it makes me feel bad for somebody who's like, wow, Brian, wow, Chris, this looks amazing. And I'm like, yes. All right, you got, 3 awesome RPGs to play through before you can get to this. At least you could do it as a Hroth or as a Viera, but still.
Only 44? Oh, you're getting so close. 50
Oh,
is
do
when the
it,
game really
Surge.
opens up. Getting
Do
through
it.
50, getting into Heavensward.
Yeah.
Sorry if that's loud. I've got my
No, you're
TV
good.
audio on since
You're
I've got
good.
my Xbox headphones on.
Yeah, you're good, dude. Yeah, like getting to 50, 44, keep pressing forward. Yeah, and the other thing is, it's kind of hard for me to
What's
tell if
your
my
name?
fairy's out. Don't I have my fairy gauge?
Okay, so it inserts your name and asks if that's a common name these days. All I can picture is those people who have names like, lawn chair or whatever. And it's like, lawn. Is this a common name where you're from? So funny. It's super interesting to think that I could be making like 1 million gil an hour farming fates right now.
Yeah. Ghost Entertainment's at 26. He's got a ways to go. Keep it up, Ghost. Let us know if there's any help that we can provide.
So 30 is the first big break point.
Yeah, you do
Pre-30
your
Ghost,
job.
I would honestly... I don't think the game sucks, but I wouldn't defend the game against anybody who says it does. I would just go,
All right.
yeah, okay. Pre-30, the game is very slow. So if you're having fun pre-30, like,
You're gonna have a
seriously,
blast.
You're gonna love this game. It gets
Just hold on to
so
your hat. It's gonna
much
get
better. How am I making 1 million gold an hour doing fates? I have no idea, but I am.
What? So what is that used for? Like, what is the?
It's
Why are
crafting,
people buying it
crafting
up?
materials.
Okay.
Crafting materials. They're leveling crafting. As bearers of the
Crazy
seal,
amount.
you have the right to know all of my secrets. You guys have this coin, so as a group, I'm going to tell you everything.
So this is the Great
Oh,
Google
okay.
Library Hard. So this is the level 60 version of that, or is it am I 70? I can't tell. 60, yeah.
Omar, all I'm doing is I'm I capped out on gemstones. I accidentally was at 500. And I was still doing fates. And I was like, oh,
Alright, might as well
just
buy
for
it.
experience. Oh, this is gross. It's like I'm doing fates the old way. So I was doing fates for no reward by accident. So I went and bought. I just bought stacks of 99 of normal quality from the different vendors until I got myself nice and worked back down to like 100 or so. And then I went and listed those on the market board. And I could have used Mogboard to see which ones were going to sell for most, but I just grabbed 99 of each one. And they're all selling. And they're selling for anywhere between like 180 and 400,000 gil per stack. And you're getting 12 per, so you can fill a stack out after, like, I don't know, 7 fates. So if you can do 7 fates in an hour, then you make 1 million gil an hour. And you can definitely do 7 fates an hour, especially if you get in a train. Keep it secret, keep it safe. You just met me. Why are you telling me this?
Who's saying keep it
Very
secret?
trusting. You
For
have very
3,000
trusting-
years, we've been keeping this secret.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
You five
right now,
came here with
you have a
one
very
coin among you,
trustworthy
so I'm
faith.
gonna share
The secret.
everything.
alright, I'm about
My
to rock
favorite-
into some story. Guys,
I feel like it
I'm
was
just saying,
Realm.
I wouldn't trust
feel
me.
like I think it was Realm Reborn. But my favorite were the ones that were like, the world is about to end. We've got to do something. Can you go take these like 30 things to these two guys across? Like unnecessary. This person ordered cheese. I'm like, what the hell? The world's about to end. What are we doing?
Cheese?
yeah. Like cheese. That was the
It was
Titan
all these
stuff.
just like. It was all of these deliveries that were just medicine for my grandma.
How many gems do I have? Shared fates. I have 176. Yeah, I wonder what other, like, I'm gonna see how high it goes. So I was like, gulp, 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 gulp. Burp. I like the dwarfs. Honestly, like, it's weird, but I'm totally rooting for, like, rejoining if we were able to take, like, all of the stuff from the other, like, things and bring it into 14. You know? It's like, oh, I just can't wait to see where the narrative goes. It's so exciting. Yeah, Chris is lactose intolerant, Darth.
They live, they live 3 times as long as elves? Viera live a long time.
How long do elves live?
I don't know, in every form of elves of fantasy live way longer than humans.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how long the elves live here in...
So, lady,
Oh, but their numbers are dwindling.
lady says that Machinist brought her into 14. It was so disappointing, and now it's fun, and I'm excited. That's great. I was really impressed. So, like, do we know what, like, the years and whatever they are supposed to be?
Yeah, but they said their population is dwindling, so... Is their method by making babies also kept that secret?
Well, there's very few males. And so, I guess if you were born...
Yeah,
a
it's
male-
also thousands of years, so, like... You know...
Mhm.
I don't mean to assume anything about their libido, but...
They're
It's
like,
thousands
oh, we got
of
1,000 years, and we'll get around to having kids.
And then they just
You
don't.
know you have to take care of those little bunnies for like 500 years, Chris.
Thanks,
Like,
Jesse.
Don't commit anybody to like parenting in the Viera world.
You think that's what it is?
I don't know. It's
Or it
just-
takes them a long time.
They don't
to
hit
mature.
adulthood until they're like 500.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
this
That's the
college.
situation.
There's all these expenses.
God, what does
it's
the
like-
daycare cost on 500 years?
Oh, thanks, Christopher.
I don't think I could handle 500 years.
500 years. How long did the Terrible Twos last? You're like, that was a horrible
Oh, Lord.
decade.
More than a decade.
So if elves live 300 and these guys live 3 times as long, that's 900 years.
Daggone.
Oh, mother.
The lore from the 24 gives you insight. Well, I didn't watch any of that.
I'm gonna go check the board for those nuts. Gotta get those nuts.
Gotta get the nuts.
Gotta get them. Which one is that one? That's the rookery. So right now, yeah. So the rejoining kills the life on, I guess,
On
whatever
one,
gets absorbed. But it's just, I'm wondering if they can find a way to do it or something. because
It wiped the first.
Yeah, it would right now. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if there's a way to, like, he called us here, right? Could he call, you know, everybody to the?
Yeah, but we're like duplicates, so
Well, we're like the warrior isn't. Like we're not right now on the source. We are on the first. You know?
where do they live? You're gonna immigrate an entire world population over?
Yeah, and the lands and the zones and all that. I'm just telling you what
Same
I want.
logistically.
Just plop it down on
I'm just telling you, there's gonna be some xenophobia. You think housing's short now?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling you, I don't want to leave the first. I think it's a. I think
Wait,
it's
how
a
old are they?
I think it's a better zone. It's like a whole better world.
She just said she could only think back the last 30 summers.
Oh, I'm supposed to be out here.
She says bad memory.
Yeah, but she said it in a way you'd say, like, I can only remember, like, last week. Like, they're very old.
I have a pretty bad memory.
I actually got around to playing Mass Effect 3. I played Mass Effect 1, and then 2 was like, oh yeah, I'll play that, and then I never got around to it. And then it's like, if they remastered it, I think I'd go back and play through the whole thing. Because I have one, like, on the Xbox, like, because I have it digitally. I was just like, alright.
Gemstone Trader, Gemstone Trader. Alright, about to be able to go faster in the forest.
Alright.
Super excited about this.
Does your speed increase?
Are you out in, what zone are you in?
I'm in the forest,
Oh, me too.
and I'm about to unlock mount speed.
Nice.
That is really nice.
Slitherbow is the largest of the
You guys
blessed
are right.
settlements.
You may now trade with Nacil. Yeah, I can.
They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Getting the band back together. So many cutscenes. That's why I'm muted. I'll be
Whoa,
right
the
back.
new food is so... I-409 food
I
from the
see.
vendor is
And now you
3,600 a
seek the
piece.
Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but
Oh,
I
she
am
is.
confident
She is
I
very
can narrow
attractive.
the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Guarded? Mm-hmm.
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If
Hey,
there
Philip.
is aught I
Hey,
can
my
do
reality.
to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city?
Certainly.
Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
Jesse.
I must say, Stola,
Oh,
while
awesome.
most of
Thanks,
us
man.
have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Everybody's so tense.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Man.
My
Definitely had a
struggles are
falling
none
out.
of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Ouch.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis
Oh,
you
man, that's
and you
awesome. Thanks,
alone
Philip.
who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
Thanks for the support, Philip. I'm glad you got to run some stuff with Chris.
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Oh man,
Chest.
I'm back.
Yeet.
Tense. These guys are tense.
403 chest. Replace my crappy 400. Still 399. I'm so close.
I really appreciate the gear the way they handle it with quests. It's like however you like whatever job you have equipped, when you open it, that's the piece of gear, rather than like, oh, pick from all this. It's like so handy.
Yeah, people were saying that the side quest did that same thing with your right side stuff. So,
Yeah.
when we come back with another job, I haven't been doing any side quests.
See, I've been doing a lot of them. Have you unlocked flying in any
That
of the
explains
zones
why you were
yet?
higher level than me.
Yeah.
No, but that's intentional.
Cool. Yeah, I got flying in 2 of the zones, just knocked out. Because I was also doing fates, and I was like, eventually, I was like, oh, well, I was, oh, there's a Aether Current. Oh, there, fate, Aether Current.
Anchored never ages. He's actually a male. He's actually a male Vieira. They don't actually have big ears, so most people don't recognize them as that.
Dude, I'm so hyped for FanFest 2020 now. This is just nuts.
It's gonna be so
2020.
many Vieira.
Yeah. That's when it is, 2020.
It feels like y'all just went to one.
I know.
We did, and they're every other year.
This year's gone by really fast, though.
It has.
All right. Wow, this archer is awe-inspiring. Oh wait, that's their name.
Maybe you'll be able to come with us next year, Julie.
I hope so. Time-wise, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, your Stola's voice actor has been...
I am literally delivering clothes right now.
Yep. And I hope there's not anything epically important to be doing besides delivering clothes.
Well, I mean, I could be taking on the Light Warden.
Right? There's
But-
important things out there, but instead, you're an errand boy.
These archers needed new clothes.
It's insanity.
Are you gonna play this expansion, Julie?
I feel like it's going to take so much to catch up.
Not if you skip story.
Well, that's what. But I stopped. Gosh, when did I stop?
You're level 70. You're somewhere.
know.
You finished Stormblood and some parts of it, so there would be some catching up. I think it was probably. It was probably 4.
I've thought about it.
1 or 4.2. I definitely would. It'd be so easy if the game would finally come to Xbox because, like, that would just work out so much better for us.
We would need a second computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, the other thing is, right now I have an inordinate amount of time, too much time. Normally I don't, and so I feel like I don't have enough time to commit to being reasonable. I don't know. It's hard, you can't really solo that game.
Yeah.
This game?
Yeah.
More soloable now than ever before.
Yeah, you
don't
can
even
run
have to have
dungeons
parties
by
for dungeons
yourself.
now.
Oh shit, maybe I should do it then. I'm so antisocial.
It's
Well,
so
it takes a lot
now.
of pressure off because it's like, okay, it takes
You
a
have to
little bit
do
more time, but it's like,
mans. You still need people.
so like, Julie, think of it like this. Like, if I was just gonna be like hanging out downstairs and playing, like if we're just whatever, like, and if there's a
Blame
possibility
Xbox.
that right now, yeah, because right now it's like, Yoshi P was in an interview and said there's 2 things that Xbox has to allow for that to happen, and they haven't allowed it yet. And it's talking about the link shells and how that we can communicate. Like, you would technically be able to talk from Xbox to PlayStation and back and forth. And so it's like, I think they're minor. So honestly, it seems like it is an Xbox issue. But with
How long
trusts,
have
if
you
you were
been
like,
wanting
hey,
this,
Brian, I've been wanting it since they announced.
Since the beginning.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. We haven't
You always
got
get your
there
hopes
yet,
up.
but it's I haven't got my hopes up. I'm just fighting the fight. But essentially, if I was doing trusts and you needed me, it's not like anybody is going to be let down. The NPC trusts will wait for you. It's like they're like, yep. They do not mind if it takes me 30 minutes to return. The only downside about them, though, is that, let's say if we were both playing together, like, we couldn't backfill with trusts.
Yeah, there's no mix and match.
That would be nice if there's mix and match.
I don't really know what a trust is.
It's an NPC.
They're AI, but it's all
Oh,
or
okay.
nothing. Like you
Got
can't do like
A
me,
few.
you, and 2 bots.
That's
It's either
weird.
you and bots or
You and randos.
you and
Wha-
players.
Can you do just 2 people or no?
Asif, welcome to the
You
workforce.
just fill it out.
Is that one left? Is that one to go, guys?
Are we one to
I
go?
don't know. Hold on.
We're gonna take Julie as the official count.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
There's
in the middle of
indeed
a match,
another
too.
puzzle.
Okay, let's see.
One more, Sparta says. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
39,999.
So for that person that's been waiting
Now it's your
to
time.
feel like they're
Well,
sub,
some like
was
people
just
will say like I watch all your content. I'm just not
Let's see.
sub.
0.001% more important than the others.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee this will do it, but it's definitely a solid attempt.
I was like, I met people that are like, yeah, I watch all your content. And I was like, it's okay. But I was like, yeah, it's okay that you're not
I
subscribed.
truly did not sub
Another
to
puzzle, but for a blessing.
anybody until you guys started the channel, and then I realized like, oh, people want you to sub. I just didn't think it was a big deal, so I was like, yeah, I guess subs.
Well,
anything.
YouTube doesn't technically
Another
need you to
puzzle.
sub. Like they'll like put stuff in front of you, but it does end up helping
Yeah.
them a lot.
It's you voting on the algorithm just a little bit more.
Correct.
But if you
Yeah.
don't sub,
Correct.
it'll still
They'll still
find
give
a
you
way
what
to
you
feed you
watch.
content. So if you don't sub to anybody, it will still make up content. Sparta decided to be the 40,000. 2 accounts.
It's my bot account.
It's indeed the...
That's great. That's great. Oh
So
my
Julie
gosh,
got the
where
question.
It should
for
ding
you.
here in
Would
a
you-
second. It didn't
would
notify
you,
yet.
Would you race change? Julie,
If I was gonna come back,
You have to just
yeah,
stay in the correct order.
I want to be a
Well-
lion.
yeah, the lions are amazing.
So I have to gender change too.
Yeah,
I
you
guess?
would. Yeah, it would change you to a male.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, guys. Oh wait, never mind.
Hey, what's up, Nix?
40,000.
We're at 40. We did it! Thank you so
40.
much. You guys
Way
are
to
the
go.
best.
That's really cool, guys.
Oh my gosh! Thank you all so much.
When were you thinking you were gonna hit 40,000?
So we originally were thinking we were hoping that we'd hit
Probably November.
Yeah, we were hoping we would hit 35 or maybe 34 by the time this time, and we were like, well, all of a sudden we're like, well, we hit that. Maybe we'll do. Is it possible we could do 40? And we did.
In a dream world, we were 50,000 before BlizzCon,
Yeah,
which is in November.
Yeah. You guys, that's awesome.
yeah. It's so awesome.
Very
you guys
cool.
are the best. You guys are the best.
And way to go support.
That's just in like a
Yeah.
dream, like hypothetical.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool
Yeah.
if, but not possible.
That's very cool.
Start with the base.
When is BlizzCon?
November.
When in November?
November 1st.
Early November?
Yeah, November
Okay.
1st.
Yeah,
otherwise,
first week of
otherwise I
November.
wouldn't say. Otherwise, I wouldn't plan on going. But since we're not
Yeah, well.
have the baby till the end of the month.
It's December, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody in my family has December and January birthdays.
That's
So
gotta
we
be
are
rough.
all. This will be the
Yeah.
first non-immediate family. This will be the first non-summer birthday.
Don't
All 5 of us are
just
June, July, and
just
August.
don't be those parents that like the number of times they were like, oh, well, just go pick one of your Christmas presents and open it early.
Oh no.
That's not a gift.
Okay, so
I opened up a
my-
game for when we got our N64. I opened up a game.
It's one less game.
And I
you
didn't
for
get the
Christmas,
console.
though.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Jesse!
I didn't get the console. I had a
They
game
didn't. They
and
didn't
no
steer you
console.
away from that. Didn't they steer? Like, don't
No.
open this one.
No.
Jesse, thank
Here,
you
look
for
at
the
this
super
game.
chat.
So now you knew you were getting it.
Can we get some hearts and chats for Jesse for his epic support?
Return here.
Here we go.
Wait, you're fine.
He's got to dance.
Yeah, I mean, at least they should have said, "Hey, don't open that one.
Mhm.
Anything with this one." Well, at least
No.
so you knew you were getting the console at that
On
point,
Christmas Eve,
hopefully.
we always were handed one of our presents, and it was always pajama pants. And then you wear them that night, and then you took, and then
That's
then you have them for
cute.
the next morning. And one year we said we didn't want them, and like my brother made a big stink, and she goes, "All right, why don't you go pick out the boxes for everybody?" And he went and picked some out, and we all got gifts. And he got pajama pants.
Oh man.
That's great.
I have no idea how my parents kept a straight face, knowing that he was picking the pajama pants out from under the tree.
That's so good.
It's what you get.
It's like enjoy your job.
Yeah, my nephew's birthday I think might be the 21st, 18th, maybe it's the 18th, but it's so close to Christmas that it's kind of he gets a little screwed over.
Okay, I don't
That's why August
really.
is the best.
Well, thanks for watching, Jesse.
40,001.
Yeah.
We know it's not as popular of a gaming live platform, but we enjoy it.
YouTube.
I just am just wondering if there's because they're going in with Stadia, because they're I'm like, is there like this kind of tip where they've been working on it? Because they've been talking about how live is supposed to go into the new dashboard, and are they working on like additional features to make it even more of a competing platform, or are they just like, it is what it is? Because there's so many things that I'm like, man, it would be nice if we could do this, but
They're
YouTube's
building
where our
out
community is.
functionality.
Right, but like you think about like if I had to pick 5 things from Twitch that I'd like it to have where on our homepage there was our videos, and that's the primary thing, but then people could go like to another tab and be like, oh, here's our live stream archives and things like that, as opposed to right now especially for this weekend, we've had it set all of our live streams as unlisted so that we're not sitting here just spamming the heck out of everybody with all these live
That's
streams
good.
with spoilers, especially with the fact that there's spoilers involved. It's like not everybody wants to participate in that content. So it
Sure.
would be really neat if instead of like spamming anybody that it was a video, it was just this section within it, and then clips would be
Which
cool.
it is on the back end. When I look at stats, live is kept separate.
It is. It's kept separate, and I'm wondering if we'll see that shift at VidCon or something like that, because it seems like that's when they kind of announce their features. That's when they announced the membership last year. If they brought in bit cheering or something of that nature, that would be really cool. And what else is there?
They're clear. I mean, obviously they're competing with Twitch, so they're going to keep
Yeah.
expanding it out. They can't lose the market.
Well, like Twitch and Mixer, like a lot of people are trying to get into this, into that world, and it's like,
What does Mixer have that makes it unique?
they have it's like they actually turn watching stuff
Smaller
on
viewer
it.
base.
Yeah,
I know,
but they
that's
have
what I
they
mean.
have
Like,
a
if
lot
they
of
have
things
anything
where
special?
the person watching is
Better
getting
than Twitch?
experience and leveling up, and it's kind of they turn it overall into a game. So that it's like, imagine if
Oh,
like
that's
you were
cool.
we have like 49, 50 people watching, that if they were like had this little profile and it's like they're watching, they're getting XP, and then they get stuff that they could do instead of just like cheering, like
Which
the
there's
super
bots
chat.
that do that on Twitch.
Right. And so it's like
There's
people
people that
building
run
it,
little games
making
like
it
that.
into more interactive, games and things like that. I think it's
Viewing.
interesting.
Yeah.
And the more that
Yeah.
they're all competing, I think the better the platforms end up becoming anyway. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh, you see somebody
agreed.
did this, that was a really good idea. Let's do that too. Nicholas, welcome
Nicholas.
to Workforce.
Welcome to the workforce.
A few days passed.
Oh man.
Is there a home on any other servers? What do you mean? Is there housing available? Probably not right now. But there will be more housing added this expansion.
Mm-hmm.
I assume right now all the housing is sold out everywhere, but I could be
Depends
wrong.
on where you are. Like honestly, it just depends. Because I heard some servers have plenty of housing.
But everyone always talks about, like, I wish I had the money for a house, but that is not the issue.
Yeah.
Yes, the money is a barrier to some. It's not the primary barrier to the why there aren't more houses sold.
Are they trying to keep the market? Like, what is their reasoning for not just opening?
I don't know. Server limits.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
They keep upping the amount of like crap and stuff you can put in them instead of adding number of houses.
Which, how long can you go with your house being inactive before it
30
disappears?
days.
Okay. 30 days?
Yeah.
It's quick.
What if you take a break?
Can't.
Well, you're
You
almost.
have to go back in your house at least. Well, you can't. I guess you can't unsubscribe. Like, really?
I mean, you
Yep.
can.
Yep.
But like.
Yep.
they'll-
I
they'll-
was in
Individual
the stream the
houses
other day,
or
and people were in one of the 14 streams, and the chat was mocking WoW for doing that, giving out a mount if you buy 6 months of sub time or whatever, as a promotion.
Yeah.
And because what they're trying to do is they're trying to say we want you to be hooked to play
Right.
Classic, to play 8.2, which is a patch that we're clearly proud of, and
For
to
6
stick
months.
around for the 9.0 announcement. And all of that happens in the next 6 months. So if you buy a 6-month thing, we guarantee your audience for these 3 substantial events in our ecosystem. And so I think it's really clever. And they were like, oh, like 14 would never do something like that. And I was like, housing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even a
But
promotion. It's
14
just
last year-
always going
It's just
on.
a consequence.
Last year, that's
It's
how
just
you got
a
the.
constant.
You had to be sub for 90 days, and you got the Falcon mount, or maybe
Yeah,
it was
yeah, yeah.
60
Oh,
days or something.
It's so funny how sometimes these games point at each other, and it's like,
Yeah.
like they're just
Thanks, Sparta.
mocking each other for like the very same thing. That it's like it's exactly. Well, it's different when we do it. No,
It's very like
it's not. The games are different, and I prefer 14, but they're not that different.
they're building off of the same stuff and the same fan base.
They're
kinda,
similar
so-
enough that my brothers who don't want to play an MMORPG won't join me in either of them. Because I told them, pick an MMORPG, I'll join you. And they're like, even if it's in addition to you playing WoW 14? I said, even if it's in addition to. You want ESO? You want Guild Wars? Do you want Warframe?
Right.
I don't care. Eve, pick one. I'll play it. And they're like, no, I just don't want something that takes that much time.
I feel it's a time
Right.
commitment.
It's a
That's my
time
biggest
commitment.
issue. It's a time commitment. I can only play one game at a time, and that has to be it. Like, okay.
Oh,
that's
and
my
whichever
game.
one game
whichever
of
one they
that.
picked, you guys would be getting guides on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
so that I
Well,
felt like I was being productive.
Hope they choose something
Right.
reasonable.
Exactly.
I thought maybe they'd pick BDO. They were kind of leaning that direction.
Yeah, I'd play BDO.
Right. I'm getting a riddle.
Especially because we can play it on Xbox or whatever. And it's like, oh, I can play controller.
Together.
Sweet.
Share
2
despair.
attack copters
Go thy
is
ways.
89 to
Dread
35.
burden spare. Mark the crown,
just-
heed its call.
Complete chaos.
Avert thy gaze, ever fall.
Let's get to it then. Midgard Storm.
I hear it again.
14 is the best $15 a month, in my humble opinion, for the time investment. Yeah, especially when you look at it. We look at it.
Probably
at
is for
$1 per hour.
2019.
When we look at it $1 per
Probably
hour
is for
for
2019.
entertainment, it ends up being, easily that. Like I definitely get more than 15 hours.
You get a lot out of it.
But
I mean,
also,
if you want just dollars per hour, Warframe and like crushes because you have no dollars, so it approaches infinity. But of the $15 a month games,
Yeah, so I'm sitting here like when I also look at it, I'm enjoying. It's like $15 an hour. Oh, but I'm also like I'm on a reduced sub, so it's like it ends up being a little bit cheaper for me. And same thing for Julie too.
offer you stole. If you ever stop subbing, would you lose that?
Nope, I have it forever.
Okay, good. Because I stopped subbing.
Fascinating. Right
Yeah.
there. You have selected
It's
a
for taking
statue.
the
I will
beating
give
of
it.
1.0.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an apology. It's
Okay.
it's a love letter.
I don't know
that's
where
going to
that came
last
from.
forever.
That sounds like
it's
yeah.
straight up an
I
apology.
had already bought
It's like, no,
6
seriously,
months.
we are so
We're so sorry about how that
Legacy
went down.
Live.
It's been like 10 years. We are still very sorry.
What I need to say.
Now, which statue will it be? Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to hear the riddle again. I had to go through all that text. Yeah. Come together, share despair, go thy ways.
It's
Red
a perk.
burdens.
It's a perk that if they ever like really do something drastic to the
Mark
game,
thy
I
crown.
would love to see them allow for
Heed
more.
its call.
people to become legacy after a certain period of time. But
Forever Fall.
it's not a white chocobo. It's actually like it's a chocobo with like black tip feathers on its wings. So, but it is an exclusive mount, yes.
I want to get this
There was
right
so
the
much
first time.
content I never even dove into for Final Fantasy. I
so
really
much.
didn't do many of the Beastman stuff. I didn't do.
Yeah.
anything
Well, now
else
like the
I
Fate
really
stuff
did.
has me so excited. Like I can't even express. Like
Might be a
honestly,
wolf.
if I get
Spectre's the
tired
worst.
of like just progression or if I get whatever, I was like I literally am just gonna go grab one of my classes, and just like do Fate farms and just see how far I can get ranked and whatnot. Happy Chris is just making a crazy ton of money. I might just go do that. Do some Fate farming tonight. I
almost
just
11.
really enjoy open world content, so it's kind of what brings me back to it. I really am excited to also see what they do with the relic now too, like the next relic kind of thing. Hopefully that's 5. I don't know if it's 5.1 or if it's going to end up being 5.15. Kind of wait, like where it gives it a little bit of time. We'll see. I love these trees. These are great. Beetles.
Vitals? What did you just said?
A
Beetles.
shapeshifter job? Like a druid?
Oh, I love a druid in this game. I thought that's what they do with Blue Mage. Honestly, I thought it was like, well, if they brought in Blue Mage and it was like a shapeshifter druid, where it was like, and it could be like I was like, if they want to focus it on one role, they could say, oh, it's a tank, and thus it's like you have bear stance and you
I
have
bet our next limited job's a pet
Alliance
class.
stance. Oh yeah, I bet
With all the
Beastmaster-
pet changes, it just makes
Beastmaster or
sense.
Puppet Master would be really interesting.
They're teeing up for a pet class.
Puppet
I could be
Master's
wrong,
dumb.
but it feels
Well, the
like
pet
it
changes
feels like that's
are
what they're teeing
huge.
up for.
Pet changes are huge.
The pet changes make it so
What do they
much
make?
easier to
What'd
implement
they do?
now.
Oh, it's so much better,
now
babe.
you don't control them. Now you don't control them. You're you, and the pet is the pet.
That's
And so,
I never
like,
played a pet
all-
class. Is
but-
that not how it always was?
No, like it was like
No,
you had to
you
do
cast
these
abilities
insane-
on behalf of the pet.
Yeah, and so now it's
Oh my
like
gosh.
you have the abilities, so you basically they're basically your abilities, and it just makes the pet be awesome. So it's so much easier to manage, honestly.
They're no longer targetable or anything like that.
Yeah, they can't
They
take
just kind of
damage.
do their own thing.
So there's no
Think of
there's
them
no
as like
tank
active
pet.
mini pets.
There's no tank pet though. I'm wondering if like for Beastmaster, if that ends up being kind of the same kind of perspective, right? Like if the limited job doesn't twist it in a way, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Beastmaster, Puppet Master, they kind of tease. That'd be cool. Honestly, it was kind of the thing that I thought would have made the limited system really go over much better would have been like if they actually had like, oh, here's a limited healer and a limited, blue mage, and like if they had like 2 at a minimum introduced. What's whoa?
This axe is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. I was given a new axe. It's enormous. It's bigger.
Cartoonishly
than my sword. Oh, yeah.
Hey Chris, have you seen where they get
That's
the toad suit yet?
No. I'm
Mario?
assuming it's
There's a toad suit in the
I
game
don't know.
now. Chris is.
I don't know.
That's
It
great.
seems like it would be locked behind the new MGP rewards.
That's possible.
They said there would
Sounds
be new
like the
MGP
kind of
rewards.
place it would be.
Seemed like a good place to put that if I were picking.
Yeah, Puppet Master I think would be a really cool addition. With the changes they made to Astrologian, like they could easily set up this game to also introduce a Time Mage now. Because I was always like, yeah, I'd love to see a Time Mage.
Yeah, it's,
Go ahead.
that's Julie. That's Julie.
Oh.
Same.
Brian's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we introduced her at the start of the stream, but not everybody probably, heard that.
Hello. I am not doing great at Call of Duty.
Yeah, we're talking about having her come back to
You've
14.
gotten so much better. You've gotten so much better at Call of Duty. It's
I have gotten so
outrageous.
much better than when I started.
Brian, you should have been last week. Like she was just so calm about like, boom, double kill. Yeah, that's
I
right.
told
another
Brian I
double
hit
kill.
like my highest,
Like she was
my
wrecking
highest
people.
stats.
If this
She,
goes
she
into
had a KD of 9 one round, and she's like, "Oh, I'm doing better tonight. Better?
better,
You had a
yeah.
KD of 9.
I feel like a jerk. Well, the problem is
Just
I'll do that,
staring
and then I'll
people
do and then I'll do terrible the next round. So I can't
Nah,
be
she was staying
that
positive most of the
cocky.
night.
Jesse says,
I can't
"Thanks
be
for
that cocky."
letting me play, babe." A lot of people
Well,
send their
he
love.
didn't give me much of a choice.
I'm
glad y'all are enjoying it.
I'm gonna come
Together,
down.
thank
I'm
her.
gonna get some more to drink. I'll be right back, guys. They can hear you, so you guys can hear me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad there's been such a positive reaction to the expansion.
No, I
'Cause they
knew
always get
time was
hyped.
short. I did not expect you morons to move so swiftly. Okay. Great. Another quest complete.
Oh, man.
Racking that money up.
Spectre.
Alright, Yashola, let's do this. You told me not to go near the thing, so is that where we go? Seems like that's where we'd go next. You're gonna give me Baked Mega Piranha as a reward for my... Well, the Baked Mega Piranha market's about to crash. If they've been distributing Baked Mega Piranha to every single person on the server. Oh. Quick.
My
into
major
the
source of
pyramid.
income.
They're not giving you choices, so there's no way for that market to be safe. It's literally just giving you the 2 Baked Mega Piranha no matter what. Thank you, Jesse. Let's see.
Hey, I thought you were making coffee, Brian. I was like, what are you doing? It's 11 p.m. I'm
Strap
supposed to
in.
take the kids to the zoo tomorrow, so I need them to not be grouchy.
You'll...
That's probably the right word, because it's going to be hot.
Well, you should go to the zoo early. Go at like 9.
We're going to go, they open at 10. We're going to show up, hopefully, at 10.
Yes, but you should leave the house at 9.
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. It's in Fort Worth, so...
Be there promptly at 10. Our server's been
Oh.
great. My queues have been like under 100 almost every time. Besides launch.
What
Launch,
am
they
I
were a little
playing?
nuts, but hard to hold that against them. It's been great. I got disconnected
It
a
sounds
couple
like you're
times. I don't think
prepared well.
Brian's been disconnected a single time. The only difference between us is that he uses exit lag, so we don't know if that's a factor or not, or if that's just luck. Switch should be through these doors. Why is it not open? Touch the owl. Touch it. Touch it.
I have little no idea what you're doing. It sounds hilarious.
It's zooming in on this like statue, and they're like, "Oh, this door's sealed." And then it zooms in on this statue, and it's like, "Just push on it." Oh, you think I gotta go get one more of those little statues? All right, let's do that then.
I need
Pull
to-
everything. You don't like Nuketown? You liked it when
I
you.
have a love-hate.
It's a
I have a
garbage
love-hate
map.
relationship.
It's a garbage
it's
map.
so freaking tiny.
It's fun when
here's
you're
the
not good
problem
at the
with
game, but
Nuketown.
as you get better, you start to understand it's a garbage map.
If your team is getting slaughtered, it will only
It just
increase
gets
because
worse.
There's no right, like it just
Yep.
I don't know, exacerbates the size, exacerbates everything. He did make coffee.
Itrios, welcome to the workforce.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's a garbage map.
The spawns are stupid, and it spawns me in the
Your
middle
server's
of
still
battle
at
half the
2,000,
time.
1,500? That's crazy. We play on a pretty small server. Like, for being Legacy, Sardichanis is pretty small. And even when the population's decent, I think Sardichanis is a bunch of casuals. Like, as far as, like, they only play, like, 1 night a week or 2 nights a week. It's a bunch of Legacy players, so, like, they play when they play. They don't play non-stop.
Interesting.
So, I mean, they get the clears. There's plenty of, like, casuals, I mean, by, like, number of hours played. So, like, they're still Savage, they're still Ultimate and all that
Yeah.
being cleared on Sardichanis. It's just, they're not, like, everything, they have all their classes at cap, not as a factor of, like, having played a lot recently, but as having played a lot since 1.0. If that makes sense. Because when somebody's like, wow, I just started the game last year, I have all my classes at cap, you're like, that's amazing. You're like, I've been playing this game for 10 years and all my classes are at cap. You're like, yeah.
All right. How long did it take to run out of stuff to do? If you've been playing for 10 years, though.
Woot. Caution would serve us well.
Who? 11?
Brian, are you muted?
I'm muted. That's why I got you guys.
I could hear you.
Well, they could hear me, but the stream couldn't.
Oh,
If this ends up being voiced,
gotcha.
I'll meet you guys. So much of this stuff is voiced. It's like, it's insane. Like, there's
Haley,
like, oh,
welcome to the workforce.
That's good.
what's up, Haley? And I said, hello, Hydros.
It seemed
Oh,
only
I'll
right
be
that
back.
we show our faces. May we join you?
Oh, yeah. The feels, the feels. Oh, dude, 80, nice, dude. Congrats, David. Sagatanas for life. I can't wait to get there. Well, I mean, I can, because I'm just trying to, like, treat this like a great movie.
Let us begin.
Like a fine meal, you know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, rush it. I'm not trying to gobble it up. I'm trying to just, like, be, you know? Oh, man. The music, guys,
I
like,
thank you all for coming to pay
like the
respects to our
best
fallen
music.
daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine.
Menine.
Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers.
Dude, go. It's like, bonjour. It's a fine French cuisine. Oh, gentil.
We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Oh, wow.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead
Yeah.
this
A
gentle
lot of
soul
people
into
dying,
the
a
sea.
lot of suffering.
We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations
Corp.
for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
I should have liked to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
They are doing kind of a funeral for one of the, I guess, the believers in the darkness. It's kind of like this
thinking of all
faith
those
that
we
is
have
kind
lost.
of formed.
No.
Really?
it's all right.
Thanks, Inferno.
We will bring back the dark.
I put a lot of work into him. I did. I think he looks effing amazing.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Orionje and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
We have much to discuss. Let's see if it goes into the cutscene. Alright, cool. All
Can
right,
you hear me?
I'm back. Man, so many voice
This is
cutscenes.
super cool. Have you done this, Have you finished the forest?
No. I'm on saying goodbye. So we just did a kind of basically a funeral ritual for... Forgot her name.
Okay,
I forgot her name already. I'm horrible. I'm such a
Tadia.
Tadia, thank you. It's like, I think it starts with a T. But there was a mini...
Claudia.
Or,
Did you say I think it starts with a T?
T, like Tadia.
It's Tadia.
Yeah. But she also
Tadia.
had
I
another
think
name.
it's Claudia.
Claudia. Okay, if they start talking, I'm gonna mute again. So just be warned. There's so many. Like the thing is like, hi guys. Oh yeah, this is great. Blah blah. All right, hold on. You know, it's like that's how I feel. So much voiced. Okay, this isn't voiced. Into the.
Tadia's funerals just had a lot of inconsistencies. Like, they talked about the importance of that jade,
Yeah.
but nobody else has a gemstone on that big. And then they talked about how they were all those stones were put down there, but then when they showed the number that lit up,
Yeah.
it wasn't very many.
Right.
And so, like, it just, the whole thing just felt really weird. And then, like, why am I invited? Why am I there? I don't know. It's just weird.
Why am I there?
Why am I even here? I
Spills
didn't know her.
That must really.
Well, they said
pull
it
you
was, like,
out of,
super important to
the
them that I
emotion.
make it.
Yeah, Minnie or Minine. Here in Sata.
Right, so this is basically like a Palace of the Dead, but nothing but traps. Alright,
All the traps.
let's do this. This is fun.
Oh, okay. So Liberty, Liberating Hawk, excuse me, says this game is as unbelievable and scenes of hype. They just finished it. Takes their top slot above Heaven's Word. That's the exact emotional feeling that I've been having this entire time. It's so cool to see you kind of already say that. Absolutely. It's like having even not finished it. It's like it is really doing great. And I haven't really seen that many dragons. They're there, but... Oh, I love accepting quests. Like, honestly, Chris is like, oh, you're running a lot of side quests. It's like, I really enjoy that riff.
He can't walk past him.
It's like,
He would get mad at me because I had all these question marks.
I'm walking past
He'd be
him
like, how
right
have you
now.
not picked up any of these?
I'm walking past him right now. I just was like, because I'm sitting here, like, I think I'm a little bit ahead of the XP curve, so I'm going to save some for, like,
Am I
other
gonna
jobs.
die?
Because, oh, babe, all the new quests, like, they sync to whatever level, etc. you are. So I can come as a lower level and run these quests.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's just like, all right, do I need this? And
more ways to level.
yeah, exactly. And the fate system, man, the fate system's back.
That's the thing is,
You gonna
I
find me?
ran one with my story, and then it's just a grind to level other stuff when you don't have the story to help
Yeah,
with
Oh,
XP.
I made it. Escape the chamber
I'm
of
sure it's gotten
poison.
better.
Done.
I think we're gonna probably hopefully. I'm gonna talk. We'll talk offline.
Just so
but
there's enough
I'd love to
content.
get you back in the game. Put you on the
You
laptop.
know, I just need to like. Ooh, I just got a
Oh
UAV.
no! My God. What was that noise? I can guarantee that was a boulder. Oh yeah, we're about to die.
All right, I gotta go.
Run!
To the north.
Why are we still standing here? We don't need a plan.
It's Indiana
Just run.
Jones.
Run!
I
My
need a
God, they
plan.
make you stand still so long. Like they had to shout at me that we were gonna get crushed. I know we're gonna get crushed. Let me run.
Run, run, Jane
Nope.
Doe, run.
Needed dialogue.
Need the dialogue.
Dialogue a bit.
Oh, we gotta fight.
Oh my gosh.
Under
Did
attack.
that person just do that?
Oh God. Well. Okay.
I feel Summoner feels so
I
much
just
faster.
If you right when you think you're gonna die, you get a buff from your Stola called In Event, and that is the ultimate plot armor.
The ultimate plot armor. It's like where they
Be
bring out
careful
the
of the
echo to
traps
fix everything.
inside. Well, why don't we just put the In Event buff on and run right through all this stuff? Now that I know you have that,
The
what's
ultimate.
the cooldown on that? Precious time. No, I don't believe you. Just put the In Event buff back on. We'll be fine.
Anybody else want to come for me? Yeah, okay. You got me. Too cocky.
I mean, these people are
Hubris.
fundamentally smart. Like, if the light is that blinding right now in the world, like, yeah, let's go live under some trees. It's like, it's still, really bright, but at least you got a little shade.
Away with you. I didn't know she talked during... I haven't been listening that much to during combat.
Whoosh.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but this enemy's not taking that much damage.
Put on the buff. An event buff.
And buff.
Yeah, we need the event buff back, man.
That's
Otherwise, this is gonna be like a 20-minute fate.
Oh, man.
stirring up trouble.
Gosh, this guy never dies.
What kind of fate? Which fate are you doing?
Oh, I'm in the next single player, whatever it is,
Okay.
story dungeon type thing or whatever.
Awesome,
Ansem man.
Oh, Ansem man.
Welcome to the workforce.
That's my favorite part about Brian streaming is listening to him try to pronounce people's names.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I do. Sometimes it's because like a lot of times it's words, recognizable words, but your dyslexia doesn't help that.
No.
But it is entertaining.
what we
They're
strive
not a target.
for.
What am I?
That's what we strive
What am I
for.
attacking? They're all swinging. I'm just standing here. I got nothing to attack. Hurry! We can hold him longer. Oh, okay. So you just want me to run? All right.
What do you want to do?
Oh man.
I use a large
Duty
sack.
failed.
Man.
Duty failed.
Duty failed.
You better not take me all the way back.
You son of a bitch.
Brian, you
Are
know so I can
you
take him all the way back.
joking?
No, dude, take me all
Oh
the way back.
my god.
Yikes.
Ouch.
This guy's throwing axes.
That's so frustrating. Oh, and it's all the way back. Who thinks
Is it
that's
disheartening?
okay?
Do you have to carry the statue?
Oh. Immediately after the statue carry. It's everything
Oh
since
yeah,
then.
the dungeons with are much slower with trusts. And it's like obviously it's like I don't think they want them to be faster because it's like this is the preferred way to do it. Like
Yeah. They want to encourage you to.
It's
That's
still,
what
I
I
mean,
don't like
with
about
players,
it
it was still like 20, 25 minutes, but
yeah,
the trusts are double
Damn
that.
it. Dang it.
Right. Yeah. I've already heard all this from you. Come on. They won't let me skip it now.
Oh, that's stupid.
Like, I have to listen to her talk at each step. Yeah, come on. Oh.
I was doing great. I got a UAV. Now I'm not doing well.
oh sorry, babe.
Okay.
Level 76. Enhanced
Oh, I can just kill
Strive
these things?
faster.
Oh, I topped
Not
the
faster than
leaderboard.
avoiding them, but
All right, this does.
All she does
is
win, 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 no matter what.
Ruination to 30 seconds. Oh yeah.
AI members, no, the AI itself's fine. The AI members are just, their DPS is scaled down to slow the DPS, to slow the dungeon down because they want you to play with players. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, that's their intention. It's working exactly as designed. It's exactly like running with players who have slow DPS.
I still think even
I
they
will
might
call
be
their
faster
attention.
than the trusts. So essentially, what the math in my mind I work it is that what's the wait time to get into the dungeon? So let's say it's going to take you with players 20 minutes, and with trust it's going to take you 40, 45.
What?
What's the wait time to get into the dungeon? And so like
I just failed it
ultimately,
again.
If the wait time and
No.
oh really? Wow.
This time I failed it
Did you get
because
hit by the
Yustola
boulder this
sucks.
time?
No, Yustola says, I will draw their power, you go on. And so then I run in there and she doesn't draw them. They aggro to me. I've done no actions and they kill me.
Oh
And
my
I just kept waiting for
gosh.
Yustola to take over. And she's just like,
Lie.
nah. The first time she just did it. She did it. And I was like, okay, it'll work just like the first time. No. I'm just going to let you die. Waiting on you. You said you could tank.
Death saying
Maybe I'm
wait
just-
for her to do her thing.
So the problem is
You have to
that
let her go
I
first.
failed it. I failed it the first time, and I assumed that means I wasn't going fast enough. And so
Uh-huh.
now I'm trying to go faster because I just failed suddenly.
Yeah, chat's
Like, I was
chat's saying you have to wait for her
just
to do
running
her
right
thing
along.
and not even rush it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ah.
I'm telling you
Gotcha.
that it's
That she's a liar.
incredibly frustrating to fail a duty when you're just running down a hallway when there's plenty of time left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this time they pulled the executioners in the first room. I didn't pull them. Oh, it's exactly like running with trusts. I was waiting at the door. Okay, I didn't notice how she did that the first time. I don't know why they pulled the executioners this time. I've gone by that without pulling those both times.
You still tries to tank and fails to hold the aggro. Sounds about right. So I can't go in that way, so that's fine.
Alright. Sister, can you hear me? Yes, I can. Why are we... I've heard you multiple times now. Come on.
Oh, hey there, Grant.
So much monologuing.
Oh, hello. Dreamer of the everlasting dark.
Perhaps there's a pattern to its movements. Perhaps. Perhaps it's like I've been here before. Magic's not. Alright.
See if he gives up.
I'm gonna wait for her to
It's
do her
like-
thing.
Haha.
The moment they're distracted, we must run. Okay?
The tablets. There we go. I'm in the cave. Half a level away from 76. 30-minute queues. Ouch.
At a 30-minute queue, it's faster to run with a trust.
Yeah.
That is nice as an option for if your queue is slow.
Yeah.
Even if it's not ideal, because I always played DPS, so I had the worst queue times. My fault. That is what I wanted to play.
Lewis, welcome to the workforce.
Luis, welcome to the workforce.
Shoot.
Now, at least this poison maze part's way easier knowing now exactly where I need to go. Alright, alright. Poison. It's nullified by my magic. I must finish monologuing while you suck the poison in, and then I'll let you go. Ta-da! Next. Okay. Now we got our really slow battle scene. Oh no, now we have the boulders. Let's do some boulders.
Yeah.
Observe the mark.
Careful now.
Okay, if they start speaking, I'm mute.
What was that noise? That's boulders, man. Run.
Them be boulders.
I already know.
By the gods. We must sit here and talk for a second while the boulder
They
comes.
seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was.
Yeah, fate grinding would
But
be
he had a good heart.
option.
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you'll all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. But did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
They always cut it short. They always cut it short. They cut every one of these fights short. Oh, a stack mechanic. I'm a warrior main. Brian's a summoner scholar main. I was a black mage main until middle of Stormblood. So this is my first time to go through
as a tank.
Launch
Main
MSQ
story.
as a tank. I mean, I cleared all the story after I switched, but like that was patch story, which is
Have you run into any
a
jerks?
handful of quests.
I don't know. What's up, Zoro?
Quickly, the door. Great. More sentinels. I will draw their attention. Hurry.
I like the.
I cannot believe I failed that close to the end last time. I failed right at the final door. And I knew it was the final door, and sure enough.
The final countdown.
Any advice to tank? Level up with doing as many dungeons as possible. A lot of people try to rush to cap and then jump in. And then, I mean, that is... You have all these early dungeons that introduce mechanics really slowly. Lapin, welcome to the workforce. And so just start by running the lowest level dungeons. So if you've already done the leveling on your tank, just go back and manually queue for dungeons in order.
Yeah.
And don't go on to the next dungeon until you feel you got a good clear. It should only take you a couple runs, but it doesn't, like, just keep doing it.
The others on patrol
Also,
should
the
have
guild
returned
tests
by
are
now.
really great, but they
Our
stop
food
at
will
level
be
40,
overcooked
so...
if we wait any longer.
Yeah, face the enemies away from the party. You know, so run
We'll
through
just
them.
have to start without them.
But if it's
Just
just
go on
jitters...
Master Matoya and the others.
Yeah. Pull with your ranged ability, run through them. You know, do your AoE and keep them facing you. It ends up feeling like, I think was something you said interesting, very Chris, was like doing that and then having also done it on a black mage. Like it gives you a different perspective, and it kind of, I think, kind of helps make you like more situationally aware of like other roles and stuff and mechanics, right?
The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the source.
Interesting.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask, The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help!
Oh, what a...
The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Okay. Yeah. Like, the relationship these characters have with each other is so much more, more tense. I mean, they've all been here for several, different years and different stages. So it's kind of like, okay, you're stranded on this world that's not your own. Oh, more cutscene. Oh, excuse me. Joshua, welcome to the workforce. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, 100%. 100% Jesse.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
Hey, Rockman, thanks for the follow over on Twitch.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
Thanks, Zoro. It means a lot, dude.
I might ask you the same thing.
Can we get some hearts in chat for Zoro for his epic cheer? Thanks for supporting the channel.
The world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned
Love
for
what you
means
guys
to fight
do.
back
Keep
against
up
the
the good
Sin-Eaters,
work.
and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources
Congrats,
remain,
Alpha.
the people
That's
would
awesome.
be free
Way to hit 30.
to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to
Black
war,
Mage.
and
Nice.
ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm
Thanks
hand
for the
to
heart.
shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
Does he have some kind of
will
crazy
see
pursuit?
their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need.
All right, Sparta,
Sanctuary.
connected online from work.
And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
Such an interesting
You underestimate them,
viewpoint.
Lord 4-3. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears
So,
of those
DJ?
who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams
You got
of
kicked
those
out?
who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after,
You're gonna have to remind
that
me
they
what
might in
happened to
turn
DJ.
build upon the foundations laid by our forebears.
Super sleepy.
These are the bonds
Like
which
this week.
hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary,
Yeah,
you
this
will
is a
continue
spoiler,
to
so
support the villains hunting
toss
my
it my way.
Sin-Eaters?
Yes, DJ just learned how to visit worlds. Sweet.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
The Exarch is Yoshi P.
Why do I even bother?
Oh
Fools,
yeah,
the lot of
Florida.
you. So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he... Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
Ranjit. Yeah, that's what he does.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
Yeah, your story is like spot on. And then, oh man, the characters' inner relationships
My
and
Lord
stuff is
Vorthry's
interesting.
decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Yeah, so much.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore.
Yeah.
Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
Excuse me.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed.
Is so dark. It's like there's so much suffering.
Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
Nope.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
As such. I like the Yulmore's armor. I am really enjoying it, Jake. Very much so.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Yeah. We need to find the Light Warden and return the dark. Make sure it doesn't jump into a whole other cutscene voiced. I'm back.
Well, and
wow, like it's gosh.
Hey.
I'm back. Wow.
Hey.
Sorry.
Anything big happen?
Yeah, it's like every chapter. It's like these just epic cutscenes. It's just like.
Well, apparently, wait till you get to where Chris is.
Yeah.
But don't stay up to do that.
Okay. I'll come to
How
bed
long
at
are
a
you
reasonable
playing
time. A little bit longer.
What time is it now?
It's 11:40.
11:40.
Hey, Snap.
I was unsure if you were aware of the time.
Yeah. I might stream for another like 45 minutes.
That's cool, man. Somebody's waking up at 6, so.
It's gonna be me, so.
If you're down for that, that's great.
Oh, I always am. I'm the morning guy.
I'm doing. You are the morning guy. I'm doing terrible. I need to just go to sleep because I'm doing worse and worse.
Yeah, that's usually how I get with shooters. It's like there's like this apex that I have. I'm like, yeah, and then it's like, and then as time gets longer, it's just like, all right, I'm tired.
Can't hit anybody. I feel like my reaction times are getting real slow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's a person over there.
Oh, Alpha's getting up at 5 in the morning. He's Central Time.
Oof.
Central Time.
Oof.
Tuesday the 2nd. That's when we also get all our collector's edition stuff. Tapestry. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusameka.
Yeah, this has to be my last one.
Yeah, like I
They did
definitely
release
know.
an.
Yeah, I will get. I got a lot of sleep yesterday, and then I had a good nap today. So whoa!
Here we go.
DJ
Sally.
Sal, $20.
I'm so grateful
sweet.
for your kindness, Brian and Chris. I finally feel like I might get better at the game.
All right.
Lots of love from your Egyptian sister in Florida.
Our
Grinning face
Egyptian
with big
sister.
eyes.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much, DJ. Can we get some hearts in chat? Can we get some love for DJ Sally Sal and that epic
Woo.
$20 cheer? Woo, indeed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Why do I feel like... I guess maybe it's above me? Oh, it's in the other room. It's like... oh my gosh. Yeah. And you're very welcome. It is awesome to be part of this community. Especially, this expansion is
You're
just
magnificent.
phenomenal. You're magnificent. No one must hear of this, not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. Revered as has many names. Maybe called the Checker, someone called the Great Destroyer. Oh, all right. Thanks, guys, for all the. Oh, that's DJ sell this out too. Let's see here. So if it's like over $5, the bot reads the note.
Okay, that was a really bad game.
The collector's edition mount's really nice.
I better hop off. Good night, everybody.
Good night, gorgeous.
Good night.
Night, Chris.
There's just some craziness going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris is hanging on voice. I keep muting though whenever I go into a voiced cutscene.
I'm just in some really intense stuff.
Let's see here. Where am I heading? Speak to Y'shtola.
There's just some really intense stuff going on. Try not to spoil it for Brian. We can't promise not to spoil stuff for you guys because we don't know where you're at. But I am trying not to spoil this for Brian, who's, in theory, I don't know. You're probably a day behind me.
Maybe like we're both in the Ratika Wood, so it's like I just had the general or Ranjit basically say we've given the forest to your enemies and we've claimed dominion of it, and so. I don't know how far I'm behind you that I am then.
Maybe a couple hours.
I love the forest. The music is freaking amazing.
I don't know. It's hard to say for sure because you're a couple hours the way I played it, but I had to take a break and go do some fates to catch up on the level because I got capped on the level.
Speak with Chola. Find the first statue. Okay. So find the first statue.
Oh.
Chris is about to be at the 75 dungeon.
Yes.
What? Almis with a $25 cheer. Thank you so much. Can we get some hype and chat for Almis and for GJ? And for everybody here just hanging out watching, oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. So generous. Oh, I can also ride a mount underwater. Because that makes me go faster. Oh yes, there's a cave under here. I like the underwater parts of this expansion way more than the last. Gosh, like, it's just so refreshing. Yeah. This does feel like a love letter.
Do I have to literally whistle?
Like, yeah, outside of the game, Chris. They've got it hooked up to mics. Oh, we got a 4-heart combo. Combo. Is it poisoning me? Yep, a cursed poison. Great. Alright. Somewhere in here, though. Maybe in here? No. Is there anything else? Let's see here. Fine. Okay. Who's this one? Statue of the Oppo. You have to whistle and backflip. DJ.
It says it's down. I don't know how to get. Oh.
I've discovered a new location. Still says it's down. I love the elevation markers. Looks like I need to go here and then, yeah, there we go. The elevation marker has to be probably one of the best quality of life updates, especially when doing these quests, rather than like going mad, like, I'm in the area, what do they want from me? Oh, NA, cool.
Why are they all walking so slow?
Yep, that's how I roll out.
Okay. Yeah, reality. I was expecting it to be an emote because of how he said you do know how to whistle, don't you? And so I expected it to be like a slash whistle. But yeah, it was just a ground thing. You were spot on. Appreciate it.
Oh man.
I need to concentrate. Alright. Happy to give you a little space.
Oh, there we go.
He just put emphasis on it.
There we go. All right.
This cutscene's intense. Is it easier to move to Zoom, Brian?
We can move to Zoom or Discord, whatever you want. I was only an Xbox because that was what Julie was able to jump
I'm having
into.
to keep my controller awake.
Oh, then let's do you want to do Discord or you want to do Zoom?
I prefer Zoom. I think it's a better sound quality.
All right, so I'm going to bounce out of Xbox and I'll fire up the podcast.
All right.
Annie, welcome to the workforce. Chris, join in. Yeah, we still don't have like our join button again. Like we had to. Like YouTube's looking into what went wrong. So it's like has my like my bar. I'm like, all right, we'll get there. I had the right one fired up. Okay, good. I was just making sure I had the right one fired up. Alright, if you show your cam, I'll show your face on stream if you want. So Chris, if you want to turn on your cam, I'll turn on your face for the stream.
Alright.
Here's Chris. Alright, and let me edit it. And webcam frame on. There he is. All right. I can see you now.
I have been on an emotional roller coaster the last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah? Into
Yeah.
the wood.
It's been a lot.
I cannot wait for them to release the soundtrack. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody's like, people have been saying like the story just keeps getting better and better. Face to face. There you go. Well, thank you for the galvanize. Okay. Oh, that's gonna complete that quest. Even better. I think that gives me that aether current. Yeah, cutscene's absolutely really good. Ha 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 ha, this guy's gone mad. Your own eyes. Behold the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. No, it cannot be.
Jesse, welcome to the workforce.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button, Jesse. Just tell me you're joking. Yes, that will complete. And then we're focusing on the tree. I'm wondering if something's going to come out of that at some point. Sweet. Alright. Yo-yo. Oh yeah, I'll teleport. 'Cause it's cheap. Man. What's your favorite zone so far? So we've seen 1, 2, 3. So this is our 4th zone. We haven't seen all of the first one, so the desert. But like, you have a favorite zone yet, Chris?
Anonymous, welcome to the workforce. No, not yet. They have the zones.
They're so anonymous that hasn't even shown up in my events history.
That's a privacy setting.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to reveal yourself as a subscriber. Like if we go scroll through all our subscribers and see their names, we won't see 40,000 names. You're limited on some features as a result, though.
Well, that's good to know. Oh, and then Guile. Welcome to the workforce.
I think the dungeon's next.
Oh, yeah, the 75?
Feels like they're setting me out for a dungeon.
If you're going to fight the Light War, it was like, I would assume it would be a dungeon or a trial, and I'm assuming we're only kind of getting like 2 main trials and then outside of kind of a couple story trials, so. But like from that primal trial essence, it's like.
That's not why it feels like we're setting up for a dungeon.
Oh, okay.
It does feel like we're setting up for a dungeon.
Are you standing around trusts?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Have we even seen? We haven't even seen a side dungeon yet. Like that's how narrative focused the story is. So.
There are none.
Right. It's like boom.
They were all going to be tied behind MSQ. That was in the interview questions.
Okay, I misunderstood. But that's awesome. Like I love that. Also, the raid is tied with MSQ. You know, it's like it feels like such a really like if they're going to lean into the story, might as well lean into the story. They're either bad archers or that was a warning shot.
It would seem we have found them.
I mean, we may see like Hildebrand stuff.
Yeah. But Hildebrand hasn't had a dungeon.
You trespass upon sacred ground.
Oh, how they?
Gone.
Yeah, if they do Hildebrand, it'd have to be on the source.
Does it?
Yeah, unless there was a Hildebrand of this, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But does it?
Does it have to be on the source?
Yeah.
I would think yes.
Sure. There's no rule saying they can't pull Hildebrand over here.
Oh, I mean, they could if they wanted to. Like,
Or
really
there could be
wanted
an
to.
alternate Hildebrand over here.
The alternate Hildebrand is what I would say. It's okay, Polar.
I'm just
Polar
saying.
Alpha. Polar Alpha.
Imagine if the Hildebrands have been able to communicate this whole time.
The whole time.
With each other.
They're the most powerful creatures in the world.
They always thought they had multiple personalities, but really they've just been communicating with other Hildebrands.
I actually stopped doing Hildebrand after like I got real bored of it within Heaven's Word because there was no like trial. Like I was always in it for the fights, but now they added one, and so I'll go back and do that probably after I get it, you know, get some things knocked out in
Is that
in Shadowbringers.
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Oh wow, they fast.
It appears to be genuine. Then perhaps there is yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity.
Oh yeah, Gambit with the Oriange, with the way he handles
Follow
his
the
cards.
Azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not
I mean, if you're going to switch to Astra, there's no reason to keep the gold cooldown.
Yeah. Oh, he's already over here? Okay.
Follow the flowers.
As far as
Would
this
it
hill,
kill
he's
them
already
to
over here.
escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Yeah, somebody wanted me to do a story summary on Hildebrand, so I was like, yeah, I'm game. Gives me a reason to go and do it. The new animated? Yeah, I saw the new animated one. I thought that was really cool. Really, also just like really awesome. They've been doing some like, really, I guess, amazing marketing.
Alright. Well, I thought we were ready to go into a dungeon, and then they did mention the word light warden, so let's do this.
Yeah, yeah. See if they let me in, so I'm gonna go to the Aetherite, as is customary. Are you next to an Aetherite? Yes. Great. I will talk to the quest person in a second. I know that talking to them will probably bring me here, but can't risk it. Oh, did you ever figure out how to like make your home point Aetherite?
I just need to go right click on an Aetherite.
Yeah, and then it has a whole menu. Oh, hello.
We just don't want it to be Kugane.
Yeah.
I've died once this expansion. And it said, would you like to return to Kugane?
You're
And I
like,
was
what?
Oh god, no.
No. The only time I really hung out in the city was when I was finishing up my crafter leaves. Yeah, I did not resonate. I liked what some of the things they did. I just did not resonate with Stormblood. I'm really glad people did, though.
Hmm. There's a 75 dungeon called Katana Revel.
Yes.
Has like 4 cutscenes referenced as Katana Revel, referencing a place called Katana Revel. That's what makes me think that I'm headed into a dungeon called Katana Revel.
I hope so. It looks like chesses, yeah.
Great. Yeah, it feels like I'm about to go into Katana Revel.
Sweet. Azim's Step was amazing. Azim's Step is, I think, the place that I liked being.
I think Ruby C was the least utilized. for the size.
Yeah. Well, because it's like when you look at it, the stress level of not having combat underwater, it ended up being like, well, like you're just underwater, like there's like nothing's gonna attack you. Like, okay, I don't know. It just seemed like a. I don't know.
I've heard somebody mentioned Lazy Peon yesterday. I can go watch it at some point. I'm gonna get through the MSQ before I start going out there and actively seeking a variety of viewpoints on it. I'm not even watching people who I think are loving the game, so I definitely don't want to go out there and see if I can find somebody who didn't enjoy it. And normally I would already be through the Stormblood content because my version of playing skips a lot of cutscenes, so I understand that it's getting harder and harder to not have things spoiled for me.
Right.
Because I've taken too long. And a lot of that's because I took a lot of personal time. I mean, I got a lot done outside of game this weekend, and other people were able to play.
I'll check it out after I finish the story and things like that, because essentially, like, yeah, the thing is like I know like I see a lot of white like where maybe like is he make I have no idea what he said, so it's like he could be making
to 60,
legit
70, doesn't like the game, like that's fine.
Oh, okay. So,
awesome. We will not be driven from our homes or way of living. I don't worry about it too much.
The game's not going to be for everybody. It's always kind of the thing I've seen also. I see a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah, like it's this, you know, like who actively like don't realize that they don't like MMOs. You know? It's like, it's got a lot of grind, a lot of fetch quests, a lot of this. It's like,
even people who do. I mean, I have a lot of friends that just came over from WoW, and not all of them have stayed.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. I do think it is the best MMO of 2019 all around, but like if there's something very specific you're looking for, this game does have weaknesses. And so if the one part of content that you like is one of those weaknesses, like PvP, for example.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
all you like in MMORPGs is PvP, you might want to find another MMO. Yeah. If you everything being tied behind story is frustrating, you might want to find another MMO.
I just think that there's a better way that they could handle it, and maybe I'm just naive, but when it comes down to it, like I think the thing that frustrates me about like the tie behind story, and maybe I'm hoping New Game Plus kind of addresses it, but if there was a way that we could play together, like, oh, somebody came into this game and that it like if we could actively play it together, then I think that's a win-win for everybody, rather than like let's say Payon or whatever.
We have to be really careful tying a lot of ships to New Game Plus after having read all the interviews.
Well, I don't have any. I've never like I am so weird. Like I'm like, what is New Game Plus? Like they literally have not sold it. Haven't sold it.
Yeah, I just think you have to be really careful, because New Game Plus is literally them be creating what seems like it'll be a deep dungeon file for going back through the story. That's it. Not jumping in and out at your convenience, not on demanding it, not getting special achievements, not scaling the difficulty, not able to do it with friends any more than if you created a brand new character with me and we played online with each other. There would still be a ton of stuff that we were not able to do together.
I just wish that we could play the story together. As like I'm glad that you don't need somebody to play the story with, if in case like you just want to come in and enjoy the story. But the fact that like when you run into those like fights and stuff that you can't, I think that's a weakness, because if it was that, then you could come enjoy it and not have to drop party, re-up, do the fight. Like it's like, okay, like that would be the weakness of the story. It's not the story itself, it's just that it's a weird kind of gap if you're like, if you really want to play multiplayer. But that's just where I fall.
Instant pop.
Insta-pop.
Insta-pop. People love the warrior. They want the warrior. They need the warrior.
Need the warrior.
Light party. Let's do this. All right. I'm ready. I mean, another thing is, like, if you only like one specific type of content, a single-player game that caters to that is always going to be better than an MMO that spreads its effort across a breadth of content.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's 20 million ways to play 14, and each one of them has a limit, right? You can only play Blue Mage so long. You can only do Fates so long. You can only level your main class so long. You can only gear so long. Even when you're like a Savage Raider, you're still capped weekly how many times you can clear it. So this game's a lot more fun if you like at least more than one of the flavors.
Oh, that's interesting. Christopher says, honestly, I could never get behind any of the tanks until he found the Gunbreaker.
All right. Yeah, I just started the dungeon. I just queued and right in front of it, and it instant popped like the moment I spawned.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Oh, hi there. Don't do that twice. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, there's walls. Oh, clever. Okay. Okay. Come here. Awesome. All right. Don't need to get hit by that more than once.
Well, that's something I need to hunt. All right.
That was cool. That first mechanic's awesome, guys. The very first one, the trash right off the bat. That's the first interesting trash of this expansion. The trash so far has been just so straightforward, and the bosses have been incredible.
There you go. Sit down. 4 sacks of nuts, boys. Gotta get those nuts. I'm just waiting for some kind of quest that where Koji sneaks in D's nuts. It's like, who do you turn them into? D's. I've got the humor of a 4-year-old. It's okay. Companion.
Oh, I'm gonna fell cleave this thing till it dies. I got all the fell cleaves.
For days. Fell cleaves for days.
You can skip side quests. There's a couple of small level gaps, but you can make it up with fates. Be sure you do all the plus sign quests. Like
all plus signs. Anything that has a plus sign on it, grab it.
I've been short anywhere between like an 1/8 and a quarter of a level. So if you do your daily roulettes, you'd probably make that up. If you do at least the 6 fates in every zone, you'd make a big chunk of that up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need a little bit, but you don't have to clear all the side quests by any means.
Right. Like the very Aztecian inspired. Jump, 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 jump.
Yeah, you're about 2 hours behind me.
Okay.
That's why I said you'd probably get to where I am tomorrow. Because I assume you're not going to stay up another 2 hours.
Nah, Julie, I think would be upset.
I think you're taking a bunch of girls to
yeah, we're going to go to the
zoo, and it's really hot, so.
Yeah, we're going to go in the morning.
It was hot this morning.
It was nice here. Like, it wasn't that bad. I do need to get some sunglasses though. Like, we left Mass and my, like, I don't know, like, my eyes were just hurting. So it's been long since I've had some, like, a decent pair of sunglasses, so it's about that time. So what do you two think? I hope they do something really good for crossover for the release of, oh yeah, the re-release of 7. Yeah, I do too. I think that would be a really nice, a nice thing for them to do. Because it's like, they did something with 11 and they did something with,
oh yes.
many of the, like, they did 13. So it's like, yeah, come on. Okay.
Alright, first boss.
Oh yeah, boss time.
Stone Fists. Stone Fist is going to be your tank buster. It looked like a tank buster. I'd already popped the defensive, assuming it would be. Sun Toss.
I guess I gotta stay up here.
Don't stand in that. Makes sense. Scorn. That's your group wide. There's just some basics that make up a boss. Oh, what was that? Alright, heat up. Oh.
You're still saying it's up?
Fury.
No. Where are you? There's 4. Oh, there's 4. I didn't go far enough south. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I was like, where is happening? There we go. Dude, the Roth is amazing. Whee!
Oh.
I like all this jumping.
Man, I am not good at this.
Alright, that's 3. I am enjoying all that jumping.
Have a good one, Sally.
See ya, DJ. Thanks so much earlier for the $20 tip, dude. Really appreciate it. Oh, whoa! This guy's got some distance on his AoE. I'm just like jumping up this thing.
Heat up.
Oh! I guess elevation, this guy does not mind the elevation. I like that Ruination lasts for 30 seconds now.
I don't really understand what determines if a quadrant is safe. I'm gonna have to run this one again.
And with your spirit, DJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run this again. I think I'm getting the hang of it, but he has this heat up mechanic that I think is supposed to be telegraphing where he's headed.
Yeah.
But I was getting clipped by it some, which says, like, I clearly haven't mastered it.
Hey! TTC, welcome to the workforce. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Get some rest, Alpha.
There's a dancer in here that's higher level than me. That's funny.
Off of my thoughts. Yes.
Have a good one, Alpha.
What will you say? I hear the riddle one more time. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. Did that serve to inspire you? Avert thy gaze. Wolf, owl. I'm gonna guess owl. Serpent, maybe.
Oof. Wasn't sure this healer was going to keep me up. It's a bummer, Christopher. We got 2 years.
Sweet, you got it right.
Actually, really, if you want to just be totally caught up, you have 2 weeks until we get Eden.
Yeah.
You have 4 weeks until we get the Savage, and your Phantom grind starts with a minimum kind of play every week if you want to keep up. So 4 weeks is that's a true, honest amount of time, and that's plenty of time.
Yeah. Don't stress. It's gonna be fine. We all have jobs. We all got responsibilities. You know, it's like just try to make the most enjoyment out of it, but don't let it make you feel like you're behind, because like just put what you can in and have a good time with it.
All right. This should be second boss around this corner, I think.
12-hour days are rough. It sounds like I knew a lot of nurses who did the 12-hour shift. They did that a lot. I was like, whew, rough. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, wants me to go real far to the north. All right. Whee! So it says... that's what I do. I just would love to sit and enjoy. Yeah. Dude, I feel you. I guess usually a question I get a lot, like, oh, how do you get to play so many games? It's like, A, my wife sports, but then B, like, I honestly don't, like, oh, that's a freaky monster. That I get to play as much as I like, because it's like, okay, there's just got things to do. This weekend's has been exceptional, because Julie's like, all right, here's the plan.
We're on Sargestonis.
Good old Sargy.
All right, Bat Squatch.
Do you get breaks? I don't know if that question's to us or to Chris. Only on one of these pedestals bear an owl statue.
Okay, Soundwave is the group.
Oh, nice, Chris. Yeah. If you need, like, you can always join if you don't have a free company, we got one. Happy to help.
Thanks. Oh, God.
Sarg for the win. What's up?
Oh, that got out of hand.
It's like that got out of hand real fast.
That was a neat... Oh, move. Whoa, I almost died. Okay. I gotcha. I am taking a beating, and I have got to get some bigger heals here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This healer's just not keeping up.
Healing's a whole different game now, man. Yeah, I hope to play tomorrow. I'm going to take, we've been saying, I'm going to take the family. We're going to go have a nice family day at the zoo because I'm off this week. So I'm going to hopefully get some good play time in as well. That's not during just the night, but I know we're going to be playing tomorrow night. Community game night. Pretty much going to be working on MSQ and stuff like that.
I don't have the ability to self-heal like I did. I need you to heal me. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a change. Like it's like tanks take a lot more damage. I actually, as a scholar, been using my my 10% defensive boost barrier because it's like, oh, it disappeared from my hands. Oh wow! All right. Okay, gotta get it there somehow.
Oh god, that DPS ate that.
The whole thing?
Oh, I cannot believe they lived. Oh man, take a pillar to the face. Oh, that was fantastic.
I'm debating if I want to fall down here. I don't know. Okay.
That was so funny. I saw it coming. I moved the boss to try to get the DPS out of it, and then the DPS just repositioned. And in came the pillar. Smack!
Okay, I can't let the owls see me. Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, if you, it's really easy to sync up with us, like when we're not streaming via our Discord. Okay. Where are the owls looking? That way. Okay. It's a exclamation mark Discord. I think maybe Sparty put the link in. There you go. Perfect. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I had too many belt leaves. Everything died.
Yeah, we're actually going to the Fort Worth Zoo tomorrow. I'm level 406. I love Texas, dude. It's a great state. Alright, duty commenced. Minus an event. Okay, I have no map. Wait, do you see those sentinels? They are made to curse any who enter the pyramid, it is said. Okay.
What an entry.
Beware their gaze. Alright, let's get moving. They're moving pretty dang fast. I don't know if this is bad. Sentinels are pretty dumb. Hey, Sentinel. Giant lion boy behind you. Peace. I'm assuming I go this way. An event. An event. 2 soldiers, follow them. They're not to reach this temple, understood? Huh. All the more reason we should hurry then. What's going on? Zilorus. Oh dear lord, okay. It's like, we're somehow transitioned to Metal Gear Solid. Womp. Yep. How convenient for these people to design these sentinels and then also design a way around them. Move back to Alaska. Now you're in Ohio. Okay. I actually got friends, a family that was from Ohio. Okay, they're massive. Okay. Okay, wait, shield draw.
Alright. Have a good one. We'll see you later, Chris.
Get some sleep, Chris. We'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow. Oh, devil.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, they're all facing. Do we run now? Yeah.
Map in the dungeon. Alright.
Oh, thanks, Spartan.
That's the final boss. Light Warden. Let's do this. You're an angry little guy, aren't you?
Glad we've been like, dude, you made this game a lot more fun too. Like, I always enjoy your perspective and your insight.
Here we go.
Okay, an event. Can anyone hear me?
Oh man.
This
You gotta
is
be
my
nuts to
favorite.
want this thing to face you.
Poison and it's nullifying my magic. These markings on the floor, I think they're showing the way
Friends?
out. Okay.
That's a big tank buster. My god. Hound of Heaven.
Okay.
It's a charge, okay? Glossalia?
We've seen this
Rupwai.
before.
Really killed the healer. Viper Poison. Oh, don't stand in that.
Yeah, I was like, I thought I was supposed to go to the blue circles, but it's like, Tyler, welcome to the workforce.
Oh, whoa.
Somehow we're still in
Inhale.
one piece.
Oh, get out of the poison, get out of the poison. Beautiful.
Oh, hello, Boulder. Oh, this is awesome.
Rend, that's your tank buster? Okay.
By the gods. Run! I would.
Stack,
Oh,
stack,
and they
stack.
won't let me use sprint. Now I'm chasing the boulder. Oh.
Hound of Heaven.
They're gonna toss multiple boulders. This is so
Hey,
fun.
Poison.
This is so fun. Holy crap, guys. Oh man. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. We have to jump. Woo! Good thing no fall damage. Oh, that was so fun. What's going on, King Duro?
Friends. Tank buster. My god. This is it's really rinse and repeat, but it's some good mechanics and it hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Hound of Heaven.
Could it be Ranjit? That precious little time.
What's up, King? Somebody please limit break.
Yeah. Pop the LB.
I mean, we're on the last boss, and it's been at cap. We don't have to use it, but, you know.
There you are, it's Ranjit.
Healer's down, healer's down. Please, God, limit break.
Away with you!
Okay, they limit broke.
Be gone! This ends now!
Here I come!
And I'm down.
No holding back!
Just a dancer and a... Oh. Dancer ninja left. 2%. 1%. Just the DPS left. 0.4, 0.1. Success! Dungeon Master!
Yeah!
The level 75 dungeon. It was just my first clear. I don't feel that I could make a guide on the first boss for my first clear, but the other two bosses make sense. The first boss, I just want to have a little more clarity on how he targets what quadrants safe.
Sparta with the resub of Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the support, dude.
So I just want to... I'm going to go ahead and run it again, just to be sure, before I put it out. I think I have it.
Might as well just double check.
I'll practice. And it would be nice to have a cleaner pull of the final boss. Yeah, I just couldn't tell. The telegraph seemed to be telling me two different things. Like on one hand, his shoulder lit up. On the other hand, he's facing a certain direction.
We must keep fighting.
And so I don't know if you just... I don't know how to determine when he's going left-right versus front-back.
Right.
And then later in the fight, he's doing both. So maybe you just act like that the whole time. So I'll try that next time. Obviously, I have a cutscene now. Because I finished it for the first time.
Oh, we bound these guys. Okay. I will draw their attention. Heart of Tulupasa. Tupasa.
Actually, it's 12:30. I may run it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I did want to get to the 75 dungeon tonight.
It's like, don't destroy them, use them against the Empire. Dude, yeah, absolutely, man. Almost 2 years. That's really like we started just that's when we started streaming with Stormblood.
I think not.
I think not. Yeah, there's the shield barrier, bringing it back.
General, hold on.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
All right. Nighttime in the forest.
Well, she also again used it at like in the 1.0, and she it was like kind of her thing. And I remember seeing it like back in the 1.0. You're like, oh, is that gonna be how it, because it was in the trailer, but then she also used it, and we never saw it again.
Expertly done.
How was I to know that that would happen? It looked like any other part of the floor.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna do now, guys? Like, we can jump down and take no damage.
Might now be an opportune time to strike a bargain? We poisoned a number of villagers in Slitherbough with a toxin brewed for us by the children. This is the antidote. I dare say you know how potent their concoctions are, and the futility of trying to counteract their effects.
Oh, 2:30 a.m. Wow, damn gum, dude.
Now. Try anything here, and we're all likely to fall. Eventually, someone will come to our rescue. Or yours. Promise us safe passage, and we'll give you the antidote. Do we have a deal?
Let's hang out with Ranjit and...
We do not negotiate with the enemy. The villagers' lives are forfeit. As is yours.
Urianji's butt?
Oh, dadgum.
General?
Wow. Way to go, Y'shtola. Get it. Get it.
Do not fail.
What? The actual F? There's no way.
Yeah, it's an
How
emotional roller
noble
coaster.
And pointless.
No way. Like, that's not how she ends.
Is everyone all right?
Phoenix down.
What in the...
Oriage! At once. Down with you!
Okay, so he falls down the big pit. Yeah, that's just like Jesse, yeah.
Where is Y'shtola?
Yeah, like, there's no way that that's her. Because also we threw Ranjit down there as well, and if, like, I don't know. I refuse to accept that as her end. Very...
I don't think they were asking you.
Oh, I still refuse. No effing way. That's not how she... I mean, if that's how she goes out, that's a hero's exit. Out into the woods somewhere. Okay, hold up. Were there another means of exiting the temple? There'd be no question that we would know of it. Okay, well still. But I fear that as little consequences, we tried to mark the depth of the pit and failed. Whoa. To fall from such a height. Yeah. We have the antidote, though.
That's all I could think, John, when it happened. Was like, that's what, we were actually muted at the time. You guys were watching a cutscene with Brian, and Julie go, oh, like Gandalf?
Fly, you fools! Y'shtola the White.
That was immediately the scene I thought of.
She's a cat. She's got 8 lives left.
This is... I think this voice cutscene's gonna reveal.
Let me get to that. Let me get to the next quote-unquote quest, and then I will call it.
You're in for like a series of big cutscenes.
How long?
I don't. They're just. It's just one after another. There's not a good break point. Like, I'm still going from that. That cutscene happened, and I have been on an emotional journey all the way up until now, with a break only for the dungeon, which was awesome. I'm actually still in the cutscene from when the dungeon ended.
Okay. So I'm betting that then kind of completes another chapter.
It feels like it.
I'm gonna finish this quest, yeah, and then I'll call it. Oh, I'll get to pick a color.
Cross.
Deep wood green. I'll take that.
Sundering the land. All into all water.
I love accepting quests.
I'm not sure I'm not an Ascian.
Well, aren't we? Like, the opposite of essentially what that is, because that's what Benfilia was talking about. And then she was blessed with the Echo. We have it as well.
I'm not sure they're that different, being Benfilia or being an Ascian.
Right.
Runa, thank goodness.
We're
We
quick
delivered
to
the
hate,
antidote to
but
the Slitherbow. And from what we could gather on the way here, the Ulmorans have had the good manners to withdraw. Thank the gods they did. We would never have made it here in time. I'm told we have Runar and his comrades to thank for keeping the soldiers occupied prior to their retreat.
Yeah, I like Runar. He's got a good voice
preparing to
actor.
come for you and Y'shtola, it seems, when Runar rallied the villagers and pursued them out of Slitherbow.
If you die on the first, do you die on the source?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, your body's on the source, right? Maybe that's how you return.
I must...
Beyond us, we can travel between them freely.
Where am I?
Ixmaya, in the care of the Vis. Thou art
Almfest, I'm right with you.
friend. Pray, rest thee a while longer.
No. No, I am all right. Somewhat heavy of limb, perhaps, but otherwise well, I assure you. I am glad to see you are all safe. When we realized where the soldiers were headed, we knew something had to be done. I do not see Master Matoya. She was with you, yes? What happened to her?
Good night, Jake. Get some rest. Nice, Dennis.
Spare me your riddles and speak plain. Where is Master Matoya?
She fell down a deep, deep, deep hole.
No. No. No, that cannot be. Why would she do such a thing? Was there no other way? I cannot believe that she...
Oh.
We must begin the search immediately. I will come with you. What are you waiting for? We must find her. She could be trapped, or hurt, or... She is alive. She is alive, damn you!
Snap.
Yeah, so in Sword Art Online,
Forgive me
their
for
mind dies. That's
interrupting,
interesting.
but our scouts have apprehended an intruder. We thought perhaps he might be an associate of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is.
Well, this is embarrassing. In my defense, they are surprisingly tenacious. So, what trouble have you gotten yourselves into this time?
Let me explain to the Ascian what has happened. I see Chris's face. Something happening?
Well, well. What an intriguing turn of events.
Yeah, I just...
My condolences,
wish
by
I
the
could
way. It is never easy to lose the ones we
put a
love.
question in the question box for the Oracle right now.
Yeah.
Well, she is dead, isn't she? Wishing it were otherwise will not make it so.
If it helps, the characters had the same face I did.
That you should be indifferent to her loss is no surprise. But to us, she was a friend. The best of friends.
Well, that answers some of my other questions. But it spins up some timeline
contingencies.
Yeah. Caleb, I just finished cutscene that kind of solidifies some of the character roles here. That was an enlightening experience. Yes, it was. Do I think there's any truth there? I do think that is a form of the timeline.
Yeah.
I do think that what was just told to me is a possibility.
Powerful gust of wind.
Pray recount to us again that which thou witnessed in the ruins, omitting not the slightest
All right.
detail.
That was intense. I don't know that emotionally I can take another chapter on at 1 in the morning.
Right. It's like, what?
So, we're going to call that a conclusion and let my dreams kind of work through everything we were just shared with after the level 75 dungeon. For those of you that have done that, don't do the level 75 dungeon until you are ready to have probably one of the more important cutscenes in this expansion we've seen so far.
I sensed a brief disturbance in the live stream.
Easily top 5.
How reassuring to know it was not my imagination.
Oh yeah, so you used your teleportation.
So I don't know that it stands on its own, but a lot of the questions, the other cutscenes and inconsistencies they've had seem to start coming together here. So,
which would suggest she is still adrift on its
oh, I'm sure it gets crazier. I think this actually, what this does is you had a lot of fragmented questions and storylines going on, and this helps start to kind of mash them together into a foundation that you could really build an expansion on. Because all that cutscene was a timeline. And so it on its own doesn't give us an action plan. It just helps kind of tell us our jumping off point as we line back up with some of our other allies. So super intriguing.
Perhaps a clear and unambiguous act of
obviously we've had some tragedy today and we've had some triumph.
To deny me.
And yeah. A little concerned that they were going to go with something between a Lord of the Rings and a Game of Thrones level of sacrifice there.
Yeah.
Felt like
well, I think I too am going to wrap up with you. Like, yeah. Whew, goodness gracious, this is getting good. This has been good. It's getting better. Hot naughty. All right, I'm going to be out and about tomorrow. We'll be on. I know I'll be on tomorrow night, but we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Do you have any plans for tomorrow, Chris?
I have work. My work day starts at 7. I've got a couple things going on. Anytime I do a quest and the Ascian guy's there, go talk to him. Oh, okay. Neat. Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely be on tomorrow night. If I have the ability to stream and I'm going to be playing an hour or more, I'll be on. We did not have 2 videos go live today, so sorry for that, guys, but we had 3 the day before, so we'll call it even.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll have the 75. I do want to wake up after my morning calls. I should have a brunch break, so it won't hit the 9 a.m. standard. But the goal is to hit the 75 dungeon one more time and get that guide out for our AM post. Try to have that out hopefully by lunch.
Yeah.
And then we'll carry on, and I don't know that I'll make it through 77 tomorrow to get the PM post, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you soon.